NBA fans, welcome into Chat Sports coverage of the NBA Finals. I'm your host, Jimmy Crowther, and Game 1 is set to tip off in just about 13 minutes. And until then, we're just going to ask you guys questions. We're going to get interacting in the comment section. I'm going to ask you some fun questions. You guys can ask me questions, and I'm going to give some shout outs before this thing gets rolling. So you see it on screen. I already see the votes starting to roll in. So let's get some shout outs before Game 1 gets tipped off at 8 o'clock Central Time. Alejandro Suarez is picking the Lakers. Stay frosty, says the Miami Heat. Big Play Slay says you already know, and Big Play, one of our most loyal Laker watchers. Love Pizza says the Miami Heat. Russell Fella says the Heat. Big Play typing his L for the Lakers. Tyler, who's got that Raiders logo in his avatar, his profile picture, says the Miami Heat. William says the Heat are going down. So keep on typing those L for Lakers or H for the Miami Heat. Now, we're not broadcasting from the Chat Sports studios. We're doing it from the Crowther studios here, and I am doing this all by myself. So I get to interact with you guys all night. I get to watch the game right over here. I get to be in the chat right here. I get to be doing my graphics right here. Everything is perfect, and I am excited. So I asked you guys the question, Lakers or the Miami Heat, and I want to give you my answer. But first, let's talk about what these two teams did to get where they are, and that is Game 1 of the 2020 NBA Finals. Remember, round 1, we'll start with the Miami Heat, the NBA Eastern Conference champions. Round 1, they sweep the Indiana Pacers, and obviously there wasn't a 100% healthy Victor Oladipo. That definitely played a large factor, but I will say, although that was a sweep, it was a good game, or a good series, excuse me. The games were close, and it was competitive, absolutely. Game 2, semifinals, they take down the Milwaukee Bucks, the team that everyone expected to get to the NBA Finals, and it did not happen. Then the conference finals, they take down the Boston Celtics 4-2. And then, all 3 rounds for the Lakers, 4-1, 4-1, 4-1. So, I'm going to ask you guys a question again. I want you guys to make the decision here, and then I will give you my answer. So, once I see enough votes, I'll let you know who I got. Who you got? The L for the Lakers or the H for the Miami Heat? Hallelujah. If you're a Mavs fan, by the way, go subscribe to our Mavs channel, youtube.com/allthingsmavs. Hallelujah there. Russell Fella says H for the Heat. Poopy McFart Pants types his L for the Lakers. Russell Fella says H for the Heat. Oval says H for the Heat. Big Play Slay says L for the Lakers. Henry Mira says L for the Lakers. Marco15 typing his L for the Lakers. Although Marco, I think you just typed your H for Heat pretty early. Zombiar says H for the Heat. Hallelujah's got a bunch of H's for the Heat down below. Let me check my messages because my bosses and the stat guys over at Chat Sports are texting me with all the updates right now about what the votes are. And so far, we're seeing 78%. 78% of you are picking the Miami Heat to win this series right now, which is kind of shocking because I would have expected more of you to type your L for Lakers. But right now, it's 78% H's, and then the rest are all for the Miami Heat. How I Made says, what will happen to your chat after NBA is over? Hey, here's the thing. NBA offseason is coming, baby. And what I want you guys to do right now, if you haven't already, is make sure you subscribe to the channel. Because when you subscribe, you get the best NBA coverage. You get it for free. You get me talking NBA all the time, whether you like it or not. And it's all free. There's no risk, a lot of reward when you do that. Now, here at Chat Sports, and especially our NBA audience, we have a very diverse amount of watchers. So people watching from all over the world, not just the United States, not just Canada. Although last year when we did the Raptors and the Golden State Warriors, there was a lot of Canadian folks watching with us. But let me know where you guys are watching from. I'm going to give some shout-outs. I'm going to let the answers kind of roll in. Right now I'm broadcasting live from Plano, Texas, home of me, in my home studio. I'm not in the Chat Sports studios right now because I got the nice little setup here at home, and it looks pretty professional if you ask me. Now, I got my popcorn to last me the rest of the game. I got my pretzel M&Ms to last me the rest of the game, and tonight's show, not actually sponsored by Bang Energy, but I got my Bang to keep me awake. So let's get some shout-outs going. D-Goat says Oklahoma. Where in Oklahoma are you at? Because I'm going to be in Oklahoma here very, very soon. Russell Fella says Pennsylvania. Marco says the USA. William Morris says San Diego, California. I see Zambiar from New Jersey. I see Russell from Pennsylvania. Love Pizza says, doesn't say where he's watching from. Russell Fella from Pennsylvania. Hallelujah from the U.S. Food Review is watching from Texas. Bobby says, are you going to start the game, bro? Hey, bro, it's 7:52 p.m. Central Time. Game doesn't start till 8 o'clock Central Time. So you stay patient, and we'll have the game for you. Don't you worry. Cy Gray says Norfolk, Virginia. Kai Gooch says Oklahoma. Kai, where are you watching from in Oklahoma? Like I just said, I'm going to be there very soon. Maybe we can go out and watch a game there in Oklahoma. Let's see. Charles Sparkman says St. Paul, Minnesota. Bobby says India. We got some people watching from India. I see Stay Frosty from California. Jamaica Gaza from Connecticut. Love Pizza from the U.S. Hallelujah says Jimmy. I'm actually CP brother. I just want to let you know. Hey, CP brother. There you go. D-Goat says War Acres. I don't know where that is in Oklahoma, but keep on shouting out where you're watching from, and you can get some shout-outs from me. Marlon says Manila in the Philippines. Ray says, I like your cut, G. Cy Gray says Norfolk, Virginia. Matty Ice is saying New Jersey. How I Made says Tupac or Snoop. I'm going to go Snoop Dogg. Alejandro says Sonoma. Interesting. Wiz BD says he's from Texas. Sachin Singh says India. Bobby says, I will leave your stream if you won't start the stream. I can't start it until the game starts, and the game hasn't started yet, so let's show some patience. What do you guys say? Wiz is watching from Dallas, Texas, and D-Goat says, love the setup. Appreciate you, D. Now, again, I kind of want to recap exactly how these teams got where they are. Let's talk a little bit about this series so far. Miami Heat are the surprise team, obviously, of the bubble, with Jimmy Butler leading the way, but guys like Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo stepping up as well. Now, of course, remember, they also have guys like Duncan Robinson. They also have guys like Andre Iguodala, Jay Crowther. Goran Dragic has been outstanding in the NBA playoffs. And they beat 3 teams. First series, they don't lose a game. Second series, they lose 1 game. Third series, they lose 2 games. So does that mean this series they're going to lose 3? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. The Los Angeles Lakers defeated the Portland Trail Blazers 4-1. It wasn't even close. I don't care what anybody says. It was not close at all, and it was never going to be close. The semifinals, the Los Angeles Lakers take down the Houston Rockets. They only allow 1 game there as well, though that one was a little bit more competitive than that Portland series. In the conference finals, they beat the Denver Nuggets 4-1 in one that was, honestly, it was fun for a little while, but the Lakers had the control of the game for the most part. But I did have fun watching that game. Now, I asked you who you think is going to win Game 1, and you guys gave me your answers, but who are you actually rooting for? There's a very, very big difference. Who are you rooting for in this series? The Lakers or the Heat? I'll give you some shout-outs here before we get the game going. The game has not tipped off yet. When it does, I promise we'll have it for you on this channel. Russell Fella says the Heat. Hallelujah says the Heat. Jonathan Studuviant says the Lakers. Russell Fella says the Miami Heat. Ricardo Mena says the Heat. Russell says the Heat. Super bad says the Miami Heat. Listen, I don't want to say it's 100-0 right now because I've seen 2 or 3 L's in there. But it's about 90% for the Miami Heat, which does not surprise me at all. The Lakers are the bad guy. I'm sorry. Big play, of course, says the Los Angeles Lakers. Dante Turner says the Miami Heat. Zambiar says the Heat and the Lakers because I want LeBron to get his 4th ring, and Heat because of Jimmy Buckets. Richard Leeds typing his L for the Lakers. And here's the thing. If you are a Lakers fan, lucky for you, we do have a Lakers channel. And if you haven't subscribed to that channel, you're going to want to make sure you do it right now. I just put that link in the live chat for you guys. Go subscribe to our Lakers channel. It is a great place to go, and it's a great place where you can get all your Lakers updates. But listen, personally, I don't want to say who I'm voting for. I'm not going to say it. But here's an interesting stat for you. As you keep on typing your votes, LeBron James, 1-8 in Game 1 of the NBA Finals in his career. That doesn't bode well for the Lakers, and it does bode well for the Miami Heat. 1-8. 1-8 in Game 1s. Not great. Anthony Davis, of course, is making his first NBA appearance in his 8-year career. Look, the dude's still young, and he has a long ways to go, but right now, He's looking like a superstar. Jimmy Butler also making his first career NBA Finals appearance in 9 years in the NBA. One of the best really come out of nowhere stories is what Jimmy Butler has become. And I'm really excited to watch him in the NBA Finals. I think he is so competitive and he's going to fight really hard. So Paul Pierce is picking the Los Angeles Lakers. Jay Williams is picking the Miami Heat. This is just for game 1, by the way. Jay Williams picking the Miami Heat. Jalen Rose picking the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm going to pick the Lakers in this one. I'm sorry, and you can hate me all you want, and I'm not saying I'm cheering for the Lakers in Game 1, but I do think the Lakers will win Game 1 of the 2020 NBA Finals. In fact, I'm going to pick them to win it all. They're just a better team, and I love this Heat team. They're a lot of fun, but they definitely are not the Lakers. Let's just be honest about that. So let me know who you're rooting for in the live chat, Lakers or Heat. Let's get some more shout-outs going as we wait for this game to tip off. We're about 2 minutes away from tip-off, but really, we could be waiting a little bit longer. Superbad says, Dubs Nation, baby. D-Goat says, I got the Cowboys beating the Lakers. Not sure how that works. Dante Turner says, don't sleep on Bam. Hey, Bam Adebayo is one of my favorite players to watch right now. Big Play says, do you think Jimmy Butler will do a good job on defense against LeBron? Here's my thing, man. Jimmy Butler's a great defender. Don't get me wrong. Jimmy Butler is an incredible defender. But he's not strong enough to defend LeBron James. So I think if he's on LeBron, he's going to get absolutely slammed. But I think it's going to be fun to watch, and it will be fun to monitor. Now, one of my favorite questions to ask you guys is just to name a random NBA player, because it brings back some good memories, and we get to chat about some random NBA players. So shout out a random player. I'll give you a shout out and shout out the player that you shout out in the live chat before this game gets going. And again, I promise we'll have the game for you, but it has not tipped off yet. We're still about 2 minutes away from tip off, probably closer to about 10, maybe 15 minutes till tip off. Big Play says Jalen Rose. Russell Fella says Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Jamaica Gaza says Allen Houston. Love Pizza says Dwayne Wade. Dante Turner says the Golden State Warriors. That's not a player. Big Play says Ty Lawson. Superbad says Steph Curry. Bobby says James Harden, his favorite great scorer. Marlon says he's picking the Heat because Eric Spoelstra is his favorite, or because he's half Filipino. Laura says Steph Curry. Alejandro says LeBron James. D-Goat says SGA. CP says Larry Bird. I see Nick the Quick Van Exel from Matt Riggs. John Starks from Jamaica. Quinn Cook from Russell Fella. Henry says Michael Jordan. Shorty420 says Ron Harper. Elvinin says LeBron. Ricky Walters says Jamal Murray. Dante Turner, Tim Hardaway. Matty Ice says PJ Tucker. William Morris says Ben Wallace. Jonathan says Bull Bull. Elvinin says LeBron. Russell says Gabe Vincent. Stay Frosty says Taco. I see LeBron James, Bull Bull, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, Shaquille O'Neal, Kwame Brown, he says Tucoke, but I think he meant Kukoc. And then Anthony Davis. So, keep on getting those random shout-outs down in the live chat. This game is getting very, very close to tip-off, and we're going to have the scoreboard up for you here in just a minute as we get going. And, man, I'm so excited to watch some basketball with you. Last year we had 1.1 million viewers. Game 6 of the 2019 NBA Finals, and here we are in 2020, a totally different time. Everything has changed, and the NBA Finals are absolutely crazy, but we're excited about it. LeBron James currently warming up. He is the 4th player to appear again in the 2020 NBA Finals for the, can't remember the exact stat. He is the 4th player to appear in 10, 4th player to appear in 10 NBA Finals. Sorry, my stats got a little bit mixed up there. The other ones are Bill Russell, Sam Jones, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So LeBron, of course, being the 2nd Laker to be there. On the call tonight, you got Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, and of course Mike Breen. But more importantly, you got me on the call with you guys. So we're waiting for the game to get going. It hasn't started yet. Once it tips off, I promise we'll have it for you. Don't you worry. Now, I already asked this question a few times, but I'm going to bring it up again. Who you got tonight and who you got in the NBA Finals? Go ahead and make your predictions down below. Who are you picking for Game 1? L for the Lakers, H for the Heat. Brian the Man types his L for the Los Angeles Lakers. I see Big Play is typing his L for the Los Angeles Lakers. El Niv XEL says Lakers. Lakers. He says it twice, so he's doubling down on his bets. Drop Top 20 says H for the Miami Heat. Superbad says Heat. Holy Bible says L for the Lakers. Matty Ice says L for the Lakers. D Goat says, can you please be the owner of Chat Sports? I wish, but no, unfortunately I'm not. We have a great owner, though. Russell Fella says H for the Heat. Lorenz Day, H for the Heat. Russell Fella says Heat. Leo August typing his L for the Los Angeles Lakers. I see Captain Tricks in the chat typing his H for the Heat. Ziambiar says it's starting. It hasn't started yet. They're still warming up. They're still stretching. Don't you worry. We're going to have it once it starts. But it has not started yet, so don't get your panties in a wad. We're going to be just fine. Jonathan Studuviant says, them boys in LA. El Niv says the Miami Heat. Listen, guys, we are dangerously close to tip-off, and I am so excited for the start of the 2020 NBA Finals. Melly RN says, when is it starting? I will tell you exactly when it starts. You guys are stressing me out. Now, the leading scorers by round of the 2020 playoffs. Goran Dragic led the Heat in scoring in the first round at 23 points per game. Jimmy Butler in the semifinals at 23 points per game. And then Bam Adebayo for the Miami Heat led the way at 22 points per game. So, that's the thing about this Heat team. They're balanced, man. They are very, very balanced. The whole attack just goes so far. And it's different than the Lakers, because with the Lakers, you got LeBron, you got AD, and then someone random will burn you for the third, right? For the Heat, you've got Jimmy Butler, you've got Goran Dragic, you've got Bam Adebayo, we've got Tyler Herro, you got Duncan Robinson, you got Jay Crowther. The depth on the Heat team is definitely more impressive than the depth on the Lakers team. However, when it comes to Los Angeles Lakers, they do have the better superstars in LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Now, as the national anthem gets going, everybody taking a knee except for two players, one of them being Myers Leonard. Not that really matters. Ben Hong is playing the cello for the start of for the national anthem here in the NBA Finals. Man, I cannot wait. D-Goat asks a question, and we'll answer questions throughout the night as well. We're not just going to do the game. We'll answer questions as well. He says, do you think that Doc Rivers has potential to be the next head coach of the Oklahoma City Thunder? I'm going to say no, simply because two things. Doc Rivers is a win-now coach. And yeah, the Oklahoma City Thunder could be winning right now, and they could try to win now, but they are entering tank mode, as they should, with SGA and a slew of first-round draft picks coming for a long, long time. So, no, I don't think that's a fit, but I get why you would say that. I also didn't see Billy Donovan going to Chicago, though. That one didn't make a lot of sense to me, but here we are. I think Billy Donovan could have gone to the Clippers had he waited on it, but he didn't wait, and he signed. Big Play Slay says, do you see Mike D'Antoni to the LA Chokers? No, I think he's too old for that team. I think they will promote Tyronn Lue to the point guard, or to the starting coaching position. The head coaching position. And when it comes to other coaches that I'd like to see there, I think Chauncey Billups would be a really good fit for the Clippers. I would like to see them take a chance on him, but I don't think they will, because they have a win-now situation, and Tyronn Lue is more of that win-now coach. National Anthem just ended, and we are going to one commercial prior to, I'm not going to commercial, but they're showing one commercial prior to the start of the NBA Finals and tip-off. So tip-off is almost underway. What I want you guys to do is continue to let me know who you got in this one. We'll keep giving shout-outs. We already got over 200 people watching Game 1 coverage from me, Jimmy Crowther, here at Chat Sports. Drop Top 20 says, what's the score? The game hasn't started. When it starts, I'll have the score for you. You guys are stressing me out. Brian the Man says L for the Los Angeles Lakers. El Niv wants a shout out. Hey, shout out to you, El Niv. Appreciate you watching. If you're watching right now, make sure you like the video. Get some likes on this. It helps us kind of get some more viewers. When we have more viewers, we have more fun. Ziambiar says, I don't know what he says. My Holy King says Lakers in 5, no other choice. Russell says H for the Heat. Greg says L for the Lakers. Jun Pugan, or Pagan, says L for the Lakers. El Niv says, shout out Doc Rivers. All right, shout out to Doc Rivers. El Niv says, what's the score? I'm going to kill you. Not really. Nano says Hawaii in the house, and you know what? That reminds me, let me know where you're watching from. We're broadcasting live from Dallas, Texas, and I want you guys to let me know where you're watching from. I'll give some shout-outs where you're watching from. I'll take a sip of my bang as these votes roll in. Sorry about the shadows here coming on the graphic behind me with the Chat Sports. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful Chat Sports logo? Look, shout out to Chat Sports tonight. It's great. Julius says, give me a shout out if you like your fans. I love my fans. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter or Instagram, I'll put both those in the chat if you guys want to give me a follow and we can interact more on social media. So there's my Instagram handle. That is my Twitter. Just click those links and give me a follow on social media. And then just like that, we can interact a little bit more. You guys can feel free to DM me and just do that. All right, let's get some shout-outs here and where people are watching from. Sergio is watching from Nebraska. Dante Turner is watching from Las Vegas. 1-1 says North Korea. I highly doubt that. Russell says Pennsylvania. Brian the Man says New York. Love Pizza is watching from Portals, New Mexico. We got some New Mexico watchers in the house. Royalty says Detroit. Giovanni says Portugal. Lonnie Hooper says Detroit, Michigan. Jonathan says Russia. I don't think you're watching from Russia. Aros says Miami. D-Goat says no sponsorship. No sponsorship, but I am drinking a Bang Energy. Lawrence Day says they're watching from Canada. Greg says Be More. I'm guessing that's Baltimore. I love the Baltimore area. I love all of Maryland. I've been up there quite a bit. I love that area. Holy Bible's watching from Compton, Florida. California. Dan Lee says he watched from Denver, Colorado. Which, that must be tough that your team just got knocked out and now you have to watch the other team play. I see Russell Feller from Pennsylvania. Brian says, where are you from? I'm from Dallas, Texas. Plano, Texas, to be exact. Lawrence Young says Fresno, California. He's taking the Lakers in 5. Hayden Kim watching from Oklahoma. I see Karumi from Manila. Russell says he's watching from a Chick-fil-A. Hey, good for you. Bring me some Chick-fil-A while you're at it. Antonio's watching from New Jersey. Drop Top 20 from Antarctica. Wow, you must be cold up there. Jonathan's watching from behind me. No, you're not. Taru says New Jersey. Antonio says New Jersey. Yanus says Turkey. Joshin says Ohio. Lonnie says LeBron's the GOAT. Interesting. I wish I should. You know what? I'll put this question in here. Why not? I'll ask you right now. This is a fun one. This is always a fun one to debate. By the way, game is not tipped off yet. When it comes, we'll have the score. Don't you worry. Keep on letting me know, where are you watching from? I appreciate all of our just insane watchers. We have so many different viewers. By the way, I was going to ask you guys who the GOAT is, but that did not want to come up on screen for some reason. It was being difficult with me, so we're not even going to mess with it. Tip-off is about underway. You got Dwight Howard and Bam Adebayo in the middle. In the starting 5, it's KCP, Danny Green, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Dwight Howard. For the Los Angeles Lakers, for the Miami Heat, you got Duncan Robinson, Goran Dragic, Jay Crowther, and Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, excuse me. Jimmy Butler gets the LeBron assignment early, and right away they get a switch. Bam Adebayo checks LeBron at the top of the key, dumps it into Anthony Davis, who now has Jay Crowther on him. That will be an interesting matchup to watch. Crowther and Anthony Davis. Can Crowther hold his own against one of the best big men in the league? I'm interested to see how that turns out. We're going to get the live score up for you here in just a second. Stay patient with us here on Chat Sports as we get going. And there you have it. The live game is up on screen as neither team has made a shot yet in the beginning of this one. We're 1 minute into the game. Jimmy Butler has LeBron James on him. So here's the matchups. Dwight Howard guarding Bam Adebayo. Anthony Davis guarding Jay Crowther. Looks like KCP is out on Goran Dragic and Danny Green is on Duncan Robinson as Crowther takes a corner three and knocks it down. That is your first bucket of the game. When a three goes down, everybody type 3 in the live chat. Jay Crowther makes the first shot of the game with a 3, so type those 3s in the chat. No matter if it's the Lakers or the Heat, get those 3s going. James Brahms, by the way, says he's watching from Huntington Beach, California, USA. Get those 3s in the chat as it is currently 3-0, Miami Heat up. AD answers with a 3 of his own, so keep those 3s coming. Let's see him in the live chat, as many 3s as possible. Anytime there's a three-pointer, I want to see a 3 in the chat. Jimmy Butler from the corner pulls up over LeBron. Another three-pointer. Holy moly, they are flying left and right. 6-3. Miami has a quick lead in this one. They are flinging it. KCP takes one and misses one. The first three-pointer, well, now I guess a three-pointer missed. By the way, you cannot cuss in the live chat. So instead of cussing, just say Jim, all right? So instead of, if you want to use an F word or an F-bomb or whatever, you can say Jim, because my name's Jimmy, so it makes some makes some sense. As Jimmy Butler, speaking of the devil, knocks down a little mid-range floater over LeBron James to put the Miami Heat up 8-3. I can already see some of you guys trying to cuss. I promise you, YouTube will block you, so don't even try it, as Jay Crowther cannot handle that defensive rebound. Dante Turner says, why is Dion Waiters not starting? Better question, why would Dion Waiters be starting? That makes no sense. He's been hurt most of the playoffs. There's no reason for Dion Waiters to be the starter in this one. AD knocks down a shot to get his first bucket of the game. It's 8-5. Lakers down just by 3. A few three-pointers there. A couple three-pointers, one by Jimmy Butler and one by Jay Crowther. Both of them coming in the same corner, and then Jimmy Butler made the other shot for the Miami Heat. I mean, I'll tell you what, the Heat have been aggressive early. I like the idea of going with Jay Crowther on Anthony Davis. I think that causes... I see a lot of Jims in the chat, by the way, so no cussing, but if you want to cuss, just say Jim, okay? You know what? I'm gonna put this up on the screen for you. No cussing, but if you do want to cuss, you can say Jim instead. So let me get this up here. Just so we know the rules, we're going to set the rules early, okay? Because we're going to be doing the finals a lot. We're going to be doing live finals things all the time. And it's going to be a ton of fun. But we got to set some ground rules, okay? You can't cuss in the live chat. So instead, we say Jim, okay? So if you have to say a bad word, if you're mad because something happens, just say Jim. By the way, Bam Adebayo goes to the free throw line, knocks down both of those. LeBron's step back 3 is good. Get those 3s in the chat. Every time there's a three-pointer that goes down, I want to see the three-pointers down in the live chat. So if you cuss, YouTube is going to block you, but you can say Jim instead of that. Now, three-pointer, guys, you know the rules. If there's a three-pointer, you got to get those 3s in the live chat. As LeBron lobs it up to AD, no good, but a foul is called, and Anthony Davis will go to the free throw line. He gets poked in the eye. Anthony Davis gets poked in the eye more than anybody I know. I'm just saying. It's just the truth. A good little step back there by LeBron, by the way. I see a lot of 3s rolling in the chat, and a lot of Jims as well. You guys are angry about something. Now, LeBron's 3s, by the way, not a shooting foul, so Anthony Davis will not go to the free throw line. But the Lakers do get the ball back and take a side out of bounds. Let's get some shout-outs here. I see Tyron Brown, Mahir, Superbad, Antonio, Lorenz, and Ornelas are all in the live chat. Guys, if you have not subscribed already, you're missing out on the best NBA coverage. Another 3-point. Nope, that was a 2. That was a 2. I got too excited. Got too excited. Not a 3. Don't type those 3s. Not a 3. Not a 3. Don't type the 3s. It was just a 2. Just a 2. Don't get too excited, all right? Bam Adebayo, an acrobatic finish at the rim. Miami goes back up 12-10, a little seesaw early here in the first quarter. Danny Green, 3 from the top of the key. No good. Danny Green continues to be pretty ugly. You can say Jim Danny Green because Danny Green has not been good. Antonio says, hey, do you like the Cowboys? I do like the Cowboys, and we have a Cowboys channel here on Chat Sports. As Goran Dragic gets to the rim with ease and makes it with his right hand on a little finger roll layup. Lorenz says, instead of saying Jim, just say foul. I don't know why you would say that. KCP gets to the rim, misses, and then AD tips it in, but it is waved off. Offensive goaltending. So Miami still holds a 14-10 lead in this one. KCP would have probably made the, I don't know, that was close, but they call it offensive interference, and no basket there for Anthony Davis. Now the Heat take a 16-10 lead off another Goran Dragic floater. No, but that's missed, and Bam slams it home on the offensive rebound. Continue to let me know where you are watching from. Shout it out in the live chat. I'll try to get you some shout outs. I see a lot of Jims in the chat, by the way. I like, yeah, you can, and someone says, can we say dunk when there's a dunk? Yes, type dunk. Type dunk when somebody dunks it. That's fun. So we'll do threes when there's a three, and type dunk when there's a dunk. So that's the new rules. We got a few rules here on Chat Sports. I might have to make a list of rules, actually. You know what? Let's do that real fast. I'm going to make a list of rules for you guys on Chat Sports here. By the way, first timeout of the game. Lakers currently down 16-10. So far, the Heat have looked like a very solid team. They've looked like they've come out with a lot of energy. So I'm making the Chat Sports rules, okay? Number one, you type three. Type three when someone makes a three. I don't know how to make these rules. I'm trying to type these out. So type three with a made three. Number two, type dunk with a dunk. And then number three, say Jim. No cussing. All right? Those are the rules. You guys have to abide by them. And listen, you guys are the ones that made the rules, okay? It wasn't just me. I just want to make that very, very clear. We are making these rules together, okay? So I'm going to get these on screen now. These are the NBA Finals rules, and I'm sorry if that's a little bit confusing. Number one, type three with a made three. Number two, type dunk with a made dunk. And number three, you say Jim, and there is no cussing allowed, okay? Those are the NBA Finals rules here on Chat Sports. You guys have to abide by them. That is the rule. Dylan, I'm going to have to block you, all right? I'm putting you in timeout. No cussing, okay? So, three with a made three and dunk with a made dunk. Those are pretty simple rules for you guys. Appreciate all you guys that are watching. We are currently in a timeout. A. Jones says, hey, bro, shout out Kuzma and McGee from Flint, Michigan. All right, shout out to Kuzma and McGee from Flint, Michigan. Also, let me know where you're watching from tonight. We're going to give some shout outs here as we're currently in a timeout and the Lakers are down 16-10. So, let me know where you're watching from. Go ahead and shout it out in the live chat. I'm broadcasting live from Plano, Texas. Bolt says, hi, Jimmy. I'm new and I hooped that three-pointer. All right. OVO says they're watching from Ohio. Greg says, Jimmy, what's your IG? Hey, I'm going to give you my IG, all right? I'm putting my Instagram in the comment section. Put that link in the chat. It's for you guys. You guys can all go follow me right there. Or if you want to follow me on Twitter as well, I can put that in there as well. Toru says they're watching from New Jersey. Nestor says they're watching from America. Tyrone says, yo, Jimmy, watching from Philadelphia. Jeff is watching from Kentucky. D-Goat says I'm in Jimmy's basement. False. I don't have a basement. David's a Heat fan from North Idaho. I didn't know we had anybody that ever watched from Idaho, so I appreciate you watching with us. Winner's watching from California. Jacob from San Diego. I see Bolt's watching from Texas. Antonio says KD's the GOAT. And looks like we're getting back to the game here, so I'm going to get that live play-by-play up for you guys now. Now remember, 3 rules. When there's a three-pointer made, you type 3. When there's a dunk, you type dunk. And when someone wants to cuss or you're mad about something, you type Jim instead. Jimmy Butler gets all the way to the rim and gives the Heat an 18-10 lead over the Los Angeles Lakers. Dwight Howard met him at the rim, but he could not block Jimmy Butler's shot. Now AD has the ball at the top of the key, finds LeBron James, who has Bam Adebayo switched onto him. LeBron, a pass to absolutely no one, and that's a turnover on LeBron James. This Heat team, they're giving some people some problems. I'll tell you what. By the way, I've seen 2 people have followed me already. Greg and Jun Pagan have followed me on Instagram. So if you want a shout out, if you want me to shout out your Instagram handle or Twitter, go give me a follow, and I'll do that. By the way, I'm probably going to delete my Instagram for all of October. I'm going to take a little break from it. But you guys can still follow me. I'll be back in November. Don't you worry. Another Lakers turnover. Goran Dragic finds Butler in the corner. Kicks it to Crowther on the wing, who takes a 3. Makes a 3. Let's see those threes in the chat. Bring them up. The Heat are up 23-10 in the first quarter. Let's see those threes in the chat. Come on, get them rolling. Jay Crowther knocked down a 3. That's his second three-pointer of the game. Type those threes. I see Ornelas Carlos has those in the chat. Winter has those in the chat as well. So keep on typing them down. Type those threes in the chat because they made a 3, so we're going to celebrate with a 3. I see a lot of Jims as well, so if you're mad and you want to cuss, you can say Jim as well. Hammy says, where can I watch it for free? How about right here? If you want to watch the game for free, go click that link, or you can click this link. How about this? This one's even better. A lot of threes rolling in the chat. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Gia Ha says, do you want this to be a 7-game series? Yeah, of course I do. It's the NBA Finals. I would love for every series to go at 7 games. It is a ton of fun when games are more competitive. And while I do think, originally I predicted this would be a 5-game series. If these games continue to go like this series could go on forever. Now, quick box score read for you. Bam Adebayo already has 6 points and 3 rebounds. Jimmy Butler, 9 points and 2 assists. He's come out to play early, and he's forced a couple turnovers as well. Jay Crowther, 6 points, both of them being 3-pointers. You know what to do. Type those threes in the chat. And Goran Dragic has 2 quick points as well. Anthony Davis, 5 points. LeBron James, 3 points, a turnover, and 2 assists. 2 points from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The Lakers already have 4 turnovers. The Miami Heat, 0 turnovers. The Heat have missed 3 shots. Only 3. The Miami Heat, or the Los Angeles Lakers, on the other hand, have missed 5 of them. Bolt says, Jimmy, you're a Mavs fan, right? I might be. It might be. I don't know if I should reveal that yet, but if you guys think I am, you can make your predictions down below. So, I'm going to ask this question. This might be a little controversial. Digo also asks, are you going to broadcast every game? Heck yeah, I'm going to broadcast every game. You know I'm going to broadcast every game. I'm going to take one night off. There's a Friday night game that I will take off, but Harrison Graham or Tom Downey will be live for that one as I take a little break then. But I'll be back, don't worry. So I'm going to ask this question. I'm going to be a little controversial, okay? We're going to start a little argument in the live chat. Least favorite player in the NBA Finals. Let's give a shout out. Eddie says, this dude is a nerd. Having y'all type numbers so we can get more comments on his video. Eddie, appreciate you watching. Appreciate you being a hater. I'm just trying to interact with my watchers. That's all I know. Wiz says LeBron. Lonnie says Jimmy Butler is his least favorite. Wow. Limitless says KCP is his least favorite. Dominic says Dwight Howard. Carson says LeBron. Big Play Slay says Jay Crowther. I love Jay Crowther. John Taylor says Jimmy Butler. Francisco says Jared Dudley. Who cares about Jared Dudley? Is he even in the finals? Is he even in the bubble? KHO says J.R. Smith. Antonio says LeBron. Somebody says, where's the game? It's a commercial break, okay? There's a timeout. A lot of people are saying LeBron. Big Play says Kelly Olynyk. That's a good answer. Harold says Herro, Bam, and Jimmy are his least favorite. That's kind of surprising. That surprises me quite a bit. David says everyone but J.R. Smith. Phoenix says Danny Green. Viral says Queen James. Ornelas says Anthony Davis. And Greg says Kyle Kuzma. All right, game's back on. So we're going to get that live play-by-play back up. By the way, they're showing some fans in the stands. The stands, the virtual fans, I guess. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and President Barack Obama, excuse me, Dirk Nowitzki and Greg Popovich, and was that Bill Walton? Bill Walton is in there as well. I think that was Bill Walton, not Greg Popovich, excuse me. Lakers get the ball back to come out of this timeout, and on the floor for them, it's Rondo, AD, Danny Green, Kyle Kuzma, and KCP. So LeBron not on the floor. Rondo takes a terrible shot, but somehow gets it to go. Lakers down 12-23. By the way, my least favorite player in the finals, Rajon Rondo. Always will be. D-Goat using that no cussing rule correctly as Iggy goes up for a layup. Gets defended well by KCP, dumps it off to Jimmy Butler, and there's a turnover forced by Anthony Davis. Rondo, Euro step to the basket, finds Kuzma. Kuzma finds KCP in the corner, and they'll slow it down. Rondo, takes the three, misses the three. Tyler Herro in the game, and he pulls down the defensive rebound. By the way, on the floor now for the Miami Heat, Duncan Robinson, Andre Iguodala, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Herro, and I believe that's Jay Crowther. Butler takes Anthony Davis baseline, can't get it to go, finds Crowther, who takes a three, misses the three, but big time jam by Andre Iguodala. Everyone type dunk. Type dunk in the live chat. You guys know what to do. Type dunk in the chat because Iggy dunked it home on that offensive rebound. I see D-Goat's doing it. He knows the rules. By the way, I see people trying to cuss. You can't cuss. You say Jim instead of using cuss words on this channel. It used to be Tom, but I'm changing the rules. Oh, I mistyped that one. Kuzma finds KCP in the corner. That's a three. Everybody type your threes in the chat. So we got a dunk and a three. You guys can type both of them. Back-to-back plays there by the Lakers and the Miami Heat. Tyler Herro fakes a three, drives over AD, can't get it to go. Kuzma gets the rebound. The Lakers have a chance to cut this thing down to single digits. Keep those threes coming because that was the last made shot. Whatever the last made shot is, whether it's a dunk or a three, type those in the live chat. Rondo, a three. No, was that? Who was that? KCP, that's another three. So get those threes in the chat. Keep them rolling all night long as the Lakers have cut this thing down 18-25, all with LeBron James on the bench. That is extremely important for the Lakers' success. By the way, if you are a Lakers channel, go subscribe to our Lakers. Or excuse me, if you are a Lakers fan, go subscribe to our Lakers channel. You're not going to want to miss that. That was a three-pointer, by the way. You guys know the rules. When there's a made three, you type three. When there's a dunk, you type dunk. And you say Jim instead of cussing. I already asked you guys this question. Let's ask you another question. Okay, so I said your least favorite. Now, who's your favorite player in the NBA Finals? By the way, link to the game. Put a link to the game right there in the chat. So, favorite player in the NBA Finals. Let me know in the chat, and I'll give you some shout-outs as we get going. Somebody says, what do you think, Heat or Lakers? The Heat look really good right now. They look great. But I got to pick the Lakers. I do think the Lakers are the better team. I think they'll continue to be the better team. Let's get some shout-outs going. Wiz says Jimmy. Francisco says Jimmy Butler. Big Play says Braun. Taylor says Bam Adebayo. Superbad says Iggy. Tracy says LeBron. Robert Dillingham says LeBron and Butler. I see Tyler Bucket's Hero. Carson says Tyler Herro. Jamaica says Tyler Herro. Tyler Herro is a very, very popular answer. Lonnie Hooper says my favorite is Michigan's Duncan Robinson. All right, game's back on. Let's get that play-by-play back up for you. Alex Caruso, by the way, has checked into the game, and it is now time for the Caruso. Duncan Robinson finds Iggy on the cut. Crowther, that's his third three-pointer. Let's see those threes in the chat. By the way, AD gets to the rim with ease, cuts this thing right back down to an 8-point game. Get those threes in the chat. Jay Crowther made it, so you got to type it. I see Antonio's doing it. He knows the rules. This Laker defense has not looked good at all. For a team that's been one of the best defenses in the NBA this year, they have not looked very good. But what a find by Iggy to find Crowther in the corner, and that's his sweet spot. That's where he's always been. H2O says pee pee poo poo check. Duncan Robinson, three-pointer is no good. Rebound goes to Anthony Davis. 28-20, 2:30 remaining. I appreciate all 600 of you that are watching. Let's get this thing up to 200 likes. It's really easy. All you got to do is hit the thumb. Just hit that little thumbs up. With over 600 people watching, we should have at least 200 likes on this video. By the way, Blake Cavalier, Ghost Boy, Greg, and Jun Pagan have all followed me on Instagram. Paco, Richard, and Lorenz have all followed me on Twitter. I appreciate you guys watching with me. So it's an 8-point game. We have over 700 people watching. I see 133 likes. Not bad. But I mean, can we at least get 200? That's all I'm asking. Just at least 200 likes. I got the game going for you. I'm going to be with you all night long. We're going to continue to be talking about this game all night long. And I'm going to keep asking you guys fun questions. But if we don't hit 200 likes, we'll probably shut it off at halftime. So let's get at least 200 likes. Tyler Herro, by the way, pushing. KCP just made both of his free throws. So back down to a 6-point game. Bam finds Iggy. Iggy drives right, crosses left. Bank a little too hard, but he gets the offensive rebound. Finds Tyler Herro. No good there. Misses it. KCP misses a layup. Good defense there by Tyler Herro. I think they wanted an offense or goaltending, but they're not going to get it. Duncan Robinson, pump fake, three-pointer, no good. Rebound goes to Anthony Davis, who tips it to Alex Caruso, who pushes in transition. Finds KCP. KCP, three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound goes to AD. He gets fouled. Anthony Davis is going to go to the free throw line. Noel says, what's the score? The score is right there on screen for you. It's 28-22. Spencer says, go Lakers. Big play says, foul. John says, Heat are going to win game one. I don't know. Prince of Darkness, you can't cuss. You got to say Jim instead of cuss. That's the rules. We don't cuss here on the channel. You say Jim, you don't cuss. Spencer says, let's go Lakers, win the finals. If you want a shout out, just let me know in the chat. Johnny Cage asking dumb questions. Gary P says, let's go LA, sweep for Kobe. Ernie says Heat and 6, lock it in. Dat Boy says Lake Show. Big play says shout out Syracuse, baby. Lonnie says Kobe, Kobe, Kobe. D-Goat says grow a Fitzpatrick beard. I'm going to grow my facial hair out for the finals, but it's not going to be Fitzpatrick. If you want to see a Fitzpatrick beard, you got to go check out Harrison Graham. By the way, Lakers on a 12-3 run over the last 2 minutes. Goran Dragic airball from the baseline. This thing's back down to a 4-point game just like that. It was double digits. It was 13 just a second ago, and now the Lakers have figured this thing out. LeBron spinning to the rim, gets all the way, gets fouled by Bam Adebayo. How many fouls is that on Bam Adebayo now? So Bam has 1 foul. Jay Crowther has 1 foul. Duncan Robinson has a foul. For the Lakers, 1 foul on AD and 1 foul on Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard, by the way, a minus 13 in this game. So LeBron's going to go to the free throw line, has a chance to cut this thing down to 2. So people have already been asking me in the chat. I'm going to ask you guys instead. Who you got in this game? So not in the series. We're not going to vote on the series yet. We're just going to ask you in the game. In game 1, who's going to win it? L for the Lakers, H for the Miami Heat. We got about a minute left in the first quarter. The Lakers are currently down 28-26, but they'll have a chance to tie it here as AD will probably go to the free throw line. So who you got? Let's get some shout-outs going. Wow, these chats are rolling in fast. Thomas typing his H for the Heat. Jay Stewart types his L for the Lakers. I see Spencer says the Heat. D Goat says the Heat. Hey Ron says the Heat. Spencer Montgomery types L for the Lakers. I see a lot of L's for the Lakers. It's pretty 50-50. By the way, Anthony Davis ties the game up with 40 seconds remaining. Cam is Supers typing his L for the Los Angeles Lakers. Jay Sean typing his H for the Heat. I see some people cussing in the chat. You can't cuss. You type Jim instead of cussing. So if you want to say a bad word, you got to type Jim instead. Got about 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Lakers will probably have one of the final shots of the game. Alessandro says that's fast. Maserati says the Lakers. Gold Boss says the Miami Heat. So 50-50 votes going here as Rondo finds AD, who finds Caruso. Typed, knock down a three. You know the rules. When there's a three, you got to type three in the live chat. Let's get those threes rolling, as that will be the final shot of the first quarter. Miami Heat are going to go into it down by 3, once up by 13, but get your threes in the live chat. And if you want me to keep broadcasting this, gotta like the video. Can we get some likes on this? We have over 1,000 people watching. We've got the live play-by-play, which it's into the first quarter right now. Lakers still up 31-28. It was a super up and down quarter for the Lakers. They went down by 13 at one point, and then they go now up by 3. What a start so far in this one. Can we get some more likes on this video, though? We're up around 184. I want to hit 200. It's really easy to just hit that thumbs up. I know some of you guys are like, oh, you're begging for likes. I'm not begging for likes. It helps support the channel, right? It helps support me. I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to grow the channel, and I want your help. So if you're enjoying what we're doing, if you want to help me out, just give me a like on this video. We're already up over 200. Appreciate you guys. So I want to ask this question. This one's a little bit more out there. This one has to make you think a little bit. Who's going to win Finals MVP? So not just... by the way, Master Mango says, Jimmy, I just want to say that I'm one of your biggest fans, and I love you. Thank you, Master Mango. By the way, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Who do you think is going to win Finals MVP? Because that's a bigger question. Maybe it's a dark horse like an Andre Iguodala. Maybe it's somebody like LeBron, a very simple answer. Maybe Anthony Davis. I think I'd pick LeBron right now. I think he is just out of control. But let's get some shout-outs and see what everybody else is saying. Big Play says Bron. Spencer says LeBron. A lot of votes for Jimmy Butler are rolling in. Tyler Herro, I see in there. Anthony Davis. It's pretty... Okay, so I'd say it's about 50% Jimmy Butler, 30% LeBron, 20% Anthony Davis right now. And then a small, I guess, 19.9% and then 0.1% Tyler Herro, because I saw like 2 Tyler Herro votes in there. But if you haven't subscribed already to the channel, make sure you do that as well. I don't want to beg you guys all night long, but it would really mean a lot if you did subscribe and kind of helped us out. It's just a huge help for me, just as a guy just trying to do, as what I can on this channel and just continuing to grow it. And it really helps me out a lot when you just hit subscribe. It's a very easy thing to do. You can scroll on down. I already put it in the live chat for you. You just got to click that link and it helps you subscribe right now. So we started this video off at 192,000 subscribers, 960. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the numbers throughout the night. And now the game's in timeout right now. We're into the first quarter. We're going into the second quarter. That's why I'm not currently showing the game, but I will show everything for you guys once we get into the second quarter, but it has not started to timeout. So that's why we're talking about subscribing. If you guys want to help support the channel, and it would really mean a lot if you guys did, just hit that subscribe button. We are live for every single finals game. We are live for the NBA playoffs. We were live for the NBA playoffs. We are live for the NBA draft, and we're live during NBA free agency. You guys are missing out, and don't forget, we also do NFL stuff. We have Mitchell Renz, Tom Downey, Harrison Graham, all doing our NFL coverage. We even have college football coverage from our guy, James Yoder. So if you want to subscribe, you're going to get the best sports coverage in the entire internet, really. So hit that sub button. Just help us out and help a channel continue to grow. It would really mean a lot from you guys if you did that. Back to the second quarter here, 31-30. The Miami Heat just knocked down a two-pointer to go ahead and cut that lead back down to 1 with about 11 minutes remaining in the second quarter. On the court to start the second quarter, Markieff Morris makes his NBA Finals debut. Rajon Rondo, Alex Caruso, and LeBron James, as well as Kyle Kuzma, who shoots a three, makes a three. Let's see those threes down in the chat. You know what to do. That's part of the rules. When there's a made three, you got to have that three-pointer in the chat. Get those threes down in the chat. Let's get them rolling as Kuzma just knocked that one down. Solomon Hill, who's in the game for the Miami Heat, which is a bit of a surprise, although he has been playing about 5 to 6 minutes a game. Keep those threes rolling. That's the rules. When somebody makes a three, you type 3 in the chat. So on the floor for the Miami Heat, Goran Dragic, Andre Iguodala, Tyler Herro, Solomon Hill, and Jimmy Buckets as well. See, one thing I do like about the Heat is they have one guy named, as Tyler Herro gets to the rim and finishes by LeBron. Nice finish there by the rookie, who's 2 years younger than me. Kid's freaking 20 years old, and he's in the NBA Finals. I'm 22 years old, and I'm sitting at a desk talking about the NBA Finals, so I think he's doing pretty well. Morris, mid-range jump shot, bad shot over, I think that was Iguodala. Anyway, back to the Miami Heat. Something I really like about them. They have a guy named Jimmy, which is, of course, my first name. And they have a guy with the last name Crowther, which is pretty close to my last name, which is Crowther. So, I will say, I do like this Heat team. Rondo takes a three and makes a three. You know what to do. Let's see some threes down in the live chat. Get them going. Rondo, knock down a three-pointer. Appreciate all 1,300 of you guys watching this live NBA coverage with us as Tyler Herro takes a three, misses the three. Rebound goes to Kyle Kuzma. Lakers have a 5-point lead. Get those threes down in the chat. You guys are rolling them. I see D-Goat, Princey P, Bullies, Gab Lee, D-Goat, Gia, How I Made, and Ornelis all in the live chat. Dragic gets out, cherry picking a little bit on the fast break. Knocks down a layup, 34-37. Haidar says every white guy is named Jimmy. I don't know any other Jimmys, okay? And Jimmy Butler is not a white guy. I'm just saying. So that's kind of very assumptuous of you. As Rondo takes a shot and we'll go to the free throw line. Rondo, by the way, wearing a thicker headband now because that hairline was all messed up. Speaking of hairlines, Solomon Hill needs a haircut. Again, you can't cuss. If you get mad in the chat, you got to type Jim. We use Jim instead of cussing here on Chat Sports. So, I just got a DM, by the way, from a guy on Instagram. DJ Hooper says, great room, Jimmy, from Lonnie Hooper. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram or if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm going to put those in the live chat right now. If you guys want to troll me on Instagram, fine. As there is a three-pointer, so everybody knows what to do. I'm not going to put my social media in the chat. Type your threes down in the chat below. You guys know what to do. When the made three happens, you got to type those threes. Because that was a nice three-pointer there by Jimmy Butler. Let's get the threes rolling in the live chat. LeBron kicks the ball to Rondo, who takes a three, misses the three there. Rebound goes out to Goran Dragic. I see a lot of Jims in the chat as well, so I guess people are mad. Looks like Jimmy Butler it might be a sideline out of bounds. Not sure what's happening right now. But foul there on Rondo. By the way, some threes in the chat. Let's keep them rolling. Get some more shout-outs to Lonnie Hooper, Haidar, Light Okiki, David Bishop, and One Love King. I see all you guys in there. Ornelis Carlos, Tanisha Johnson, Kayla Goncalves. Kayla's complaining about something in the chat. Not sure why you're crying, Kayla. Bam Adebayo's got the ball at the top of the key. Finds Jimmy Butler, who can't get to the rim. Gets the ball stolen. Turnover. Oh, nice play there. And you know what to do. Alex Caruso with a fast break dunk. Those are the rules. Them's the rules. You know what to do. You got 3 rules. You type 3 when someone makes a 3. You type dunk when someone dunks it. And you type gym instead of cussing. Tyler Herro with 3-pointer is good. So you can type dunk and 3. Let's type dunk 3. How about that? Lakers up 41-40. A lot of threes going down right now. Lakers have 7 made threes. The Heat have 6 made threes. Both teams have attempted 13. LeBron gets to the rim, doesn't finish, comes up hobbling a little bit. LeBron looked a little injured. Came down a little awkward on that ankle, but I think he's going to be okay. He stays in the game. LeBron had a spin move. Tyler Herro, good defense, honestly. Nothing there. I think he's okay. Looked like he was just trying to sell the foul. Tyler Herro, another 3-pointer. You know what to do. Type those 3s in the chat. Caroline, by the way, says, I'm happy he has the play-by-play. He's watching from Australia. Understands why we can't stream the game. Caroline, I love you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, I'm going to put my social media again in the chat. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you guys can do that right now. We're going to a timeout after another made 3 there by Tyler Herro. Lakers down 43-41. Let's check the subscriber numbers. What do you guys say? All right, I got an update for you. So, before I put this up there, we had 192,960 subscribers. Right now, we're at 193. So 193,019 of you have subscribed. I appreciate you guys subscribing. If you want to subscribe, I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. We're in a timeout right now. So when we're in a timeout, and by the way, I see someone that typed in Baba Booey. Baba Booey. So go ahead and subscribe. Let me know when you have. If you have subscribed, type S in the chat so that I can give you a shout out. That lets me know that you have hit that subscribe button. And I know you guys are like, oh, stop begging for subscribers. No, I'm not begging. What I'm doing is I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to do what I love to do and talk about sports with you guys. Francisco types his S, says he subscribed. Jake has subscribed. Timing Bigfoot has subscribed. XD, Xdroid, Spencer Montgomery, Dakota Powell. Caroline says subbed. Sanika is subbed. Aldwin, Taylor. I see Spencer, Light Okiki. I see Camille. I see James. I see Mary, Moses, Michael, Princey, Corey, Blake, Avery, XD. I see YT Bot. I see Princey P. So hit that subscribe button. And before this timeout is over, I'll update the subscriber number for you guys. But right now we're at 193,019 of you that have subscribed. I want to hit 194,000 by the end of the night. And with 1,400 of you guys watching, I know not all 1,400 of you have subscribed. So 2 easy ways to support the channel. Number 1, subscribe. I just put it in there. Number 2, hit the like button. Because we're at 270 likes. With over 1,300 people watching, it would be a really, really easy thing to get up to 300 likes. And again, I'm not begging. I don't want to beg because I don't like begging. What I'm doing is I'm trying to get people to support what we're doing here at Chat Sports. Because we love talking sports. But unless you guys are, not going to do this, not going to like and subscribe, then we don't want to, it's hard to do. Somebody says, any tips on how to grow a channel? Easiest tips, get subscribers, get people to like the video. That's what we're trying to do right here on Chat Sports. All right, so we're getting back to the game. Let's update the subscriber number. We are now at 193,125. We just got over 100 subscribers just in that little time. Just that easy. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Appreciate y'all subscribing. Let's get back to the live play-by-play now here on Chat Sports. Also, just hit 300 likes on the video. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys. Keep on liking the video. keep on supporting. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I'll put that link in the chat first, or in the chat as well, excuse me. Danny Green three-pointer is good. Let's see those threes in the chat. Because you know the rules. When someone makes a three, you got to type 3. That's just how it works. That's what we do here at Chat Sports. That's the NBA Finals rule. And we're going to follow the rules here, right? So if somebody makes a 3, there's 3 rules, okay? If you're new, if you're just now tuned in, because now we got 1,500 people watching. Appreciate all 1,500 of you guys watching. Last year we had 1 million, so let's try to break that record. But here's the thing. When someone rule number 1, I'm going to type it in. Actually, too much to type. Anyway, rule number 1. When someone makes a 3, we type 3. When someone dunks the ball, we type dunk. And when someone wants to cuss, or when someone is angry about something, YouTube will block you if you try to cuss you. If you try to cuss me, excuse me. So instead, we type Jim. Okay? Those are the 3 rules. 3 simple rules. All you got to do is subscribe, like the video, and then you're following all the rules. Danny Green drives baseline, finds AD at the top of the key, knocks down a 3, and you know what to do. Just that simple. Type those 3s in the chat because AD just knocked down a 3-pointer from the top of the key. Anthony Davis now 14 points, 2 of 2 from beyond the 3-point arc. A great start right now for Anthony Davis. Tyler Herro misses a floater in the lane. Lakers pushing in transition. LeBron finds Alex Caruso, who drives left. Good take by Alex Caruso as he finishes at the rim. Lakers up 49-43. The Heat took an early lead. Took a real early lead. But now the Heat have responded well. Excuse me, the Lakers have responded well. They have a 6-point lead. Caruso, 7 points, 3 of 3 from the field so far from Alex Caruso. Great start for him. Back to another timeout. A lot of timeouts going on right now. So I asked this question at the top of the stream. We're going to bring it in once again. I'm going to ask you guys as we go into this timeout where you're watching from, because we have over 1,400 people watching. I know you guys are watching from a lot of different places. I'm going to snack on my M&Ms here and my popcorn. That's the best combo, right? Chocolate and popcorn. But let me know where you're watching from. Shout out in the live chat. I see Jalen's watching from Iowa. Rosie from the Philippines. Or Philadelphia, I'm not sure. Renee's watching from Fiji. Light Okiki's watching from Nigeria. John Smith says home. Aldwin says they're from the Philippines. I see Michael says Ghana. Treston says Mississippi. Rugged says live from Indiana. Ball Basket says Japan. Jaheem's watching from Jamaica. Joshua's watching from Florida. Gold Boss from Houston. I see Camille from Romania. China is watching from Ohio, ironically. Golly, they're rolling in right now. Hawaii, Cincinnati, Indonesia, Nepal, the USA, the Philippines, Lithuania, Georgia. I see Baltimore. I see the Bronx, Indonesia, Trinidad, Michigan, Saudi Arabia. William says, hi, Jimmy. Hi, William. Marola Hardware Soft Hardware Jordan Fu. Shout out to you. Hawaii, I see Camille from the Philippines. Jody's watching from West Virginia. Somebody's watching from Miami. Hey, if you're watching from Miami, if you are a Miami sports fan, we do have a Dolphins channel. I'll put that in the chat right now if you want to subscribe. RIP says they're watching from their room because they're mad at your dad. Thomas says, shout out for the subscribe. Kay says, how you doing? I'm doing great. Hyder says Russia. I see somebody else watching from Miami. By the way, the game just went dark. Nothing's on the screen. I have no idea what's going on, but it looks like the camera's just cut out. Albuquerque, New Mexico, Russia. So a lot of people watching from a lot of different places. I appreciate you. The game's about to get going once again. We just got to a Heat timeout, and all of a sudden, the playoffs just turned off. There we go. Now we're back on. So it's a commercial break still. So until we get back to the game, I'm going to keep asking you this question, where you're watching from. Canada, Trinidad. I see the Philippines. I see Indonesia. Rose watching from their mom's stomach. I don't think that's true at all. So I appreciate all you guys watching along with us here at Chat Sports. It means the world. It's been a lot of fun already doing this one. We're going to do every game live. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe and like the video. Sorry, y'all. Took a quick break. I am back now. Lakers up 49-43 with 5:54 to go in the first half. On the floor for the Lakers, Anthony Davis, Alex Caruso, Rajon Rondo, Danny Green, and Markieff Morris. For the Heat, Dragic, Adebayo, Herro, Duncan Robinson, and Jay Crowther. The Lakers have taken a 6-point lead, recovering from a tough first quarter, and Danny Green makes the floater, but they wave off the shot, and it looks like an offensive foul on Markieff Morris. So, weird deal, but here's what happened. They're counting the basket, but Markieff Morris was called for an offensive foul after the shot. So I guess it was a loose ball foul? I don't know what happened. Oluwadu Daniel says, who you got for game one? Lakers or the Heat? I like the way the Heat started the game, but I got to go with the Lakers now. I think they are obviously the better team, and they're starting to show it now. Dragic gets swatted by Anthony Davis, and the Lakers are pushing in transition. Rondo steps back, not going to take the three, gets a screen from Davis, switched onto him as Adebayo, and Iggy has the tough assignment of guarding Anthony Davis down low. Anthony Davis posts up Andre Iguodala, has his back to the basket, turns, kicks it out to Markieff Morris from the top of the key. Three is good. You guys know what to do. Type those threes in the chat. Lakers go up 54-43. That's part of the rules here on Chat Sports. Type those threes in the live chat. Lakers on a 13-0 run right now. It has been outstanding play for the Lakers as Goran Dragic badly misses a three, and the Lakers are pushing down in this one. Rondo finds Davis. Can't find Davis down low. Looks like it's going to be a turnover. Heat ball. Davis went down, but they are not calling the foul. Ball going back to the Miami Heat with 4.5 remaining. See a lot of you guys are typing those threes in the chat. Appreciate you. Jettaman says they're watching from San Bernardino, California. I have been there before, so shout out to you. Big Play says, Jimmy, do you see the Sixers signing Doc Rivers? It's possible. I think they are probably one of the top candidates for Doc Rivers for sure. Glennon says they hate LeBron. I see somebody's typing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Whoever can type that the most, I guess you win. You win a prize. I'll give you a pat on the back. How about that? Emerald Joy wants a shout out. Shout out to you, Emerald Joy. Appreciate you watching. Markieff Morris, by the way, in the playoffs, 17 minutes per game and only 5 points. I haven't liked what I've seen out of him, but he's been pretty good in this first game. John Smith says, Jimmy, who you got for the game? I'm picking the Lakers, and I'm also picking the Lakers for the series, but it would be fun to see the Heat win a couple games here. Butler gets in, can't find, golly. Lakers are in a, are just killing them right now. They're on a crazy run, and the Heat are in a drought. They can't make anything. XD Extroid wants a shout out. Big Time B-Ball says, Jimmy, you rock. Appreciate you, Big Time B-Ball. Appreciate you watching. KCP kicks it to Danny Green, top of the key, who finds Rajon Rondo. Back to Danny Green. Green not going to shoot. Finds Rondo again. Rondo on the right wing. Kicks it to Anthony Davis, who takes a mid-range jump shot, which is no good. Rebound goes to the veteran Andre Iguodala, who pushes, finds Butler in transition, who makes the layup, and the drought is finally finished for the Miami Heat, and the Lakers are up by 9. That lead is cut to single digits. Three-pointer again by Danny Green. You know what to do. Type your threes in the chat. Get them rolling here. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Jimmy Butler makes a tough shot and one. He'll go to the free throw line with the chance to cut this back down to just single digits. Get those threes in the chat because Danny Green made a three. You guys know what to do. I don't see enough threes. What are you guys doing? Get them rolling here. There you go. Now I see them. Glennon says the Lakers will destroy, the Lakers will destroy your Miami Heat, or Miami will destroy your Lakers. I'm not a fan of either of these teams. Let's get that clear. I'm an NBA fan. I'm a Mavs fan, actually. So I don't care who wins this series. I just want a fun series. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you are a Lakers fan, you have not subscribed to our Lakers channel, we do have a Lakers channel. So go ahead and get that subscription going. It's free, 365 days a year. Nathan says, at Jimmy_Crowther, they're putting my, I guess they're putting my Twitter in there. I appreciate you. So if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I'll put it in here and you guys can go follow me there. So the Lakers are challenging this foul, it looks like. Which is actually a good challenge because I don't think Danny Green fouled Jimmy Butler, but Jimmy Butler made the shot anyway. So if you haven't followed me on Twitter yet, go ahead and do it. So as we wait for the results of this challenge, I'm going to bring up a question for you guys. You guys asked me, so I'm going to ask you. Simple question. Who you got? L for Lakers, H for Heat. Type in the live chat. I'm going to snack on my popcorn and let these votes roll in. L for Lakers, H for Heat. Once we get enough votes, I'll shout it out. But I'm going to snack until then. All right, come on. Keep voting. I see you guys. I see you, Jasmine. I see you, Dawson. I see you, Emerald. I see you, Thomas. Looks kind of 50-50. Come on. Come on. Okay, Lakers are winning it now. It looks like it's about... Hold on, I'm getting a text from my boss. Boss texted me. He says votes right now are 62% Lakers. So, Lakers are winning out right now. So, if you're a Heat fan or you're voting for the Heat, you got to get your votes in more. Someone asked what I'm snacking on. Snacking on some popcorn, snacking on some M&Ms. Trying to stay energized for this game. Healthy? No. Is it good? Yes. Come on. Come on. Keep those votes coming. All right, looks like we're getting back to 50-50. All right. Let's get a text from my boss. Let's see. By the way, Hadar says, I love you, Jimmy. I love you guys, too. Bosses are saying 52% Lakers, 48% Heat. So the Lakers are still winning right now, the votes. So if you are a Lakers fan, go subscribe to our Lakers-only channel. Best place to get all your Lakers news and rumors. It is a lot of fun. iTiming Bigfoot says, Jimmy, you're the best. Appreciate you. If you guys give me compliments, I'm probably going to shout you out. Sorry, that's just the way it is. So if you are a Lakers fan, go click that link. I just put it in the chat, and Lakers are definitely winning this now. The L's have it, so we're switching back to the live play-by-play. We'll bring the question up again later in the show. You guys can vote again. Jesse says, I'm from Australia. You're the man. Appreciate you, Jesse. Hyder says, I love your shirt. Mr. C says, I just found this channel. I'm glad I did. Hey, if you like what we're doing on this channel, hit that subscribe button. Oh, I see another compliment from me. Alan says, Jimmy's a beast, but these Heat voters... Oh, wrong Jimmy. I think not says I'm ugly. Dang it. Princey P says, I love your voice, Jimmy. Appreciate it. Camille says, Jimmy, you rock. Thank you. Antonio says, you're the man. God, you guys are so nice. You guys are just boosting me a ton on tonight's show. Appreciate you. Braden Moore says, glad I found this channel. I'm ready for that Lakers dub. Hey, thank you. I see some people trying to cuss in the chat. Remember, you can't cuss. YouTube's going to block you. So instead, type Jim. Jim is what you say instead of cussing. Lola Brock says your hair is fine. Thank you. Joshua wants a shout out. Fine, shout out. Lakers knocked down at 2. They're back up by 12 points here with 3:14 remaining in the game, or in the third quarter. Not second quarter. Sorry. Wow, I'm all over the place. Diana says they're going to subscribe. Appreciate you. We're going to get a subscriber update before halftime, and then we'll talk a little bit about the game at halftime. But Lakers are pushing right now. LeBron, KCP mishandles a LeBron pass. The Lakers are shooting 57% from the field, by the way. Nathan says, who's your favorite player? All time, Dirk Nowitzki. Currently, Luka Doncic. You guys can probably figure out what team I'm a fan of. Bam Adebayo gets to the rim, gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. LeBron's freaking out about it. Soul Linder wants a shout out. Shout out to you. Ro Hernandez says, shout out my Houston Rockets and I'll follow. Okay, fine. Shout out to Houston Rockets. Now go subscribe. I just put the link in the chat. Hey, by the way, we got 1,400 people watching. 1,400. And we only have 342 likes. That's pathetic. Can we like the video, please? Just hit the thumbs up. It's the easiest thing to do. Big Time B-Ball says, Jimmy, I think you're hot. Hey, Big Time B-Ball. Here's what I'm going to have you do. If you want, you can go follow me on Instagram. Big Time B-Ball, go ahead, slide into the DMs if you want. Just saying. All right. 47-59, 12-point game. See some people still trying to cuss in the chat. You're going to get blocked if you're going to cuss in the chat, so you type Jim instead of cussing. Bam Adebayo at the free throw line, by the way, after the defensive foul on the Lakers there. He missed the first one, makes the second one. 48-59, back to an 11-point game. Z says, Jimmy, you're the man. Appreciate you, Z. LeBron gets Tyler Herro switched onto him, pulls it from the logo between his legs, drives left, finishes, can't finish. Good defense there by Andre Iguodala. And the ball will go back to the Miami Heat with 2:26 remaining. They have a chance to get this down to a single-digit game. Good block there by the veteran Andre Iguodala. By the way, up at 375 likes. Let's get to 400. Come on. With 1,400 people watching, you should have 400 likes by now. I'm just saying. And I don't want to beg for likes. I just want you guys to like the video. 2 seconds. 1 second on the shot clock. Bam has to shoot it. Misses. Rebound goes to KCP. 1:59 remaining in the second quarter. LeBron pushing in transition. Drives left. Falls down. Finds KCP. Gets the ball back with Jimmy Butler right up on him. And Butler rips the ball away from LeBron James. Finds Jay Crowther, who finds Iguodala. Terrible sloppy play. Stripped by LeBron. Corralled by... My goodness, what an ugly play. And LeBron's on the ground. Injury for LeBron. He looks like he's okay. So, LeBron forced a turnover and then goes to the ground. Crowther has him. And they both kind of land on top of each other. Crowther had LeBron's arm hooked. And LeBron's grabbing his shoulder. I think everyone's fine. Joshua says, you're the man, Jimmy. Appreciate you. People want to know what my Twitter is? All right, fine. I'll put my Twitter in the chat so you guys can give me a follow. Like Juan says, they just subscribed. Appreciate you. Lola says, donate some money. Hey, easiest way to get a shout out. The only way I can guarantee you that I'm going to shout you out on this channel, and some people I might miss because there's a lot of chats coming in, but the easiest way to get on the channel is by just super chatting. We get a lot of super chats. By the way, dunk by Anthony Davis. You know what to do. Type dunk in the chat. By the way, I'm blocking Extreme Gaming. So, type dunk in the chat. Because Anthony Davis just dunked it. You guys know that's the rule. I see them rolling in. Come on, keep them coming. LeBron, tough offensive rebound. Crowder's trying to get in LeBron's head a little bit. This is fun. This is chippy. This is getting chippy, y'all, and I'm having fun with it. I am having a lot of fun with it. Nathan says 200K on the way. Yeah. Hey. If you want to help get this channel 200K, you guys that'd be the best. I mean, you guys, I would appreciate you guys so much. So if you want to hit that subscribe button, great. Go ahead and do it. If not, that's fine too, but it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe. I'm going to take the play-by-play down because they're about to start showing ads on this channel, on the play-by-play, and I don't want to have that up. So what we're going to do is see how many people we can get to subscribe. We're trying to get 194,000 subscribers by the end of the night. By the way, I'm seeing some people that are saying like, oh, shout out my YouTube channel, or shout out my Instagram, or shout out my Twitter. If you want me to shout out your social media or your YouTube channel, send me a super chat and I'll shout it out. How about that? But can we get to 194,000 subscribers by the end of the night? We're about to enter halftime, and so as we enter halftime, I want to see where we're at. Matthew says they just subscribed. Lola just subscribed. Treston just subscribed. OJ says they just subscribed. A dunk to finish the half, so go ahead and type dunk. $12 seconds. Heat call a timeout with 12 seconds remaining. Jimmy Butler's limping. He'll probably head back to the locker room before halftime. Braden says they just subscribed. Appreciate you. Ooh. Butler turned his ankle. It was a quick turn, though. It wasn't too bad, but it was a nice little turn. I'll say that. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's get this channel up to 194. We're almost there. I just need your help. If you haven't subscribed yet, easiest way to do it is just subscribe. I put the link in the channel. All you got to do, or in the chat. All you got to do is hit that link. So we're going to a timeout here because Jimmy Butler had to leave the game. Jake just said, I just subscribed and liked the video. Appreciate you, Jake. Hey, if you have subscribed, type S. I'll give you some shout outs in the live chat. Omar subscribed. Kenroy, Francisco, Emmanuel, Omar, Braden, Albert. Omar subscribed a ton. Appreciate you guys. Wantonet, I see you in the live chat. If you want me to shout that out, I need you to send me a super chat, and then we'll get it. Anthony Davis, by the way, going back to the locker room as well. So Anthony Davis and Jimmy Butler both are going straight back to the locker room before halftime. And Tyler Herro gets to the free throw line. By the way, Jimmy Butler did not go back to the locker room. LeBron just had a monster dunk that did not count. But, wow, that was crazy. So, we're going into halftime. Lakers are up 65-48. If you want to subscribe, that would be awesome. That would be a huge help to me. We're going to get the full halftime scoreboard up for you. And let me get some stats read off to you as well. So the Miami Heat are currently leading this one, or are trailing this one, excuse me, 48-65. The Lakers took over that second quarter, and really the second half of the first quarter as well. The Heat started off well. Jimmy Butler had 16 points in the first half. He had a quick ankle turn at the end, but he stayed in the game. He also had 4 assists in that one. Goran Dragic's been okay. He has 6 points and also 3 assists. Bam Adebayo, not a great game so far. 7 points and 3 rebounds for him. He's only 2 of 6 from the field. Now, LeBron James has been pretty solid. I'm not going to say outstanding. He has 9 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. He really started getting active there near the end of the second quarter. Anthony Davis, though, offensive powerhouse. 18 points. He's rebounding the ball well. 4 rebounds. He also has 3 assists in this one. The next leading scorer, believe it or not, Caldwell Pope has 10 points and 2 steals. Not 10 steals. But a good game so far for the Los Angeles Lakers. They're leading in this one. And, I think second half is going to be a lot of fun. I don't want you guys to miss it. Stay tuned with us. We're going to have the full game for you here. I'm going to take a quick break, get a quick drink of water, and I will be right back. Do not go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss this. All right, we're getting close to the start of the second half. I'm back here on screen with you. So I have a question. And I want to know what you guys think because we have a lot of loyal watchers here at Chat Sports. Who's the better Jimmy? Is it me, type C for Jimmy Crowther? Is it Jimmy Butler, type B for Jimmy Butler? And I hope I see a lot of C's for Jimmy Crowther, but I'll give some shout outs before we get going. We're trying to get to 500 likes before the second half gets started again. It has not started yet, but when it does, we'll have it for you. So, better Jimmy. B for Jimmy Butler, C for Jimmy Crowther. I hope I see some C's. David, type C. Mr. C, type C. Kim, type C. It's a bit, it's probably not 50-50, but I'm going to call it 50-50. B or C. All right, game has come back on. Jimmy Butler, who did sprain his ankle, is back in the game and knocks down the first shot of the second half with a nice runner there. 65-50, Lakers still have the lead, and they look really, really strong. They look like the much better team so far in this game, especially in the second quarter. First quarter, it was a bit back and forth, but second quarter has mainly been about the Los Angeles Lakers. And right now, Miami opens it up with a 3-0 lead in the third quarter. Jimmy Butler, by the way, 19 points, 8 of 11 from the field, and 4 assists as well. Anthony Davis has got Jay Crowther on him. Anthony Davis back to the basket, kicks out to LeBron, takes a deep three, which is good. You guys know the rules. Hey, if you're one of our new watchers here after halftime, I appreciate you watching. You know the rules, though. In the live chat, somebody makes a three, you type 3. Tyler Herro, by the way, just missed a 3. So go ahead and type those 3s in the chat down below. Lakers back up by 17, 68-61. Type those 3s in the live chat. When somebody makes a 3, we type 3. Dwight Howard gets fouled on the floor. Shot is no good, but they will not count it either way. Type those 3s down in the chat. LeBron James, by the way, fakes a deep 3. Drives left, got Jimmy Butler on him, gets Duncan Robinson switched onto him. LeBron just abuses that poor kid, gets all the way to the rim, can't finish. But he'll go to the free throw line, looking for a chance to make this a 19-point game. And the Lakers could score 70 in the beginning of the third quarter. This is about to be insane. They are starting to run away with this right now. And LeBron James looks really, really strong. And he got Duncan Robinson. One of the best things about what LeBron does on the offensive side of the ball when he has the ball in his hands is he can get defenders switched on to him. LeBron, he misses the free throw, but this is a chance to make this 69-point game. So LeBron's free throw line after the Duncan Robinson foul. So LeBron goes to the free throw line. He makes the second, missed the first one, so they're up 69-51. You know what to do. It's a 69-point alert. Bam Adebayo gets the ball across half court. He's going to bring the ball up for the Miami Heat right now. He gets it to Jay Crowther, who hit a few threes in the first quarter, steps back over AD, can't knock it down. Rebound goes out to Dwight Howard, who also started the first half for the Los Angeles Lakers. He also started the first half as well. By the way, just hit 500 likes. Appreciate you guys liking the video. Anthony Davis goes down in a heap, but he's okay. Danny Green takes the 3, makes the 3. You know what to do. Type those 3s down in the live chat. Just made another 3-pointer. Danny Green's been actually pretty darn good in this game. And if he and KCP can both be good in this series, that's a huge difference maker. Lakers, 13 of 19 from beyond the 3-point line. Dawson says he's watching from Fairbanks, Alaska. Appreciate you watching, Dawson. Jimmy Butler gets Dwight Howard switched onto him. 2-1. Crowther for 3 at the end of the shot clock. Knocks it down. 3's in the chat. That's another 3-pointer there. Jay Crowther, 12 points, 4 of 6 from beyond the 3-point line. LeBron picks up his dribble, gets to Danny Green. LeBron's got Duncan Robinson switched onto him once again. Calls for an ISO play. Crosses over between his legs. Looks at the ball. Drives right. Finds AD in the corner. AD from the corner is no good, but Dwight Howard grabs the offensive rebound, finds Anthony Davis, who gets swatted by Jay Crowther, but they call the foul there. Big offensive rebound by Dwight Howard to give the Lakers a chance and give Anthony Davis a chance as well. Lakers are about to make this a 20-point game. AD went to the free throw line, knocked down both of those free throws, and then Green from the corner, no good. Offensive rebound, Anthony Davis misses another offensive rebound, and then AD puts it in. The Lakers are dominating this game, and this is exactly how I expected this to go. It's not even close right now. It is not even close. So who's going to win this series? The Lakers are going to win this game. Unless something crazy happens, the Lakers are going to win this game. So who you got in the series? L for the Lakers or H for the Heat? This is a dominant performance for the Los Angeles Lakers right now. They look outstanding. I don't see them slowing down at all in this game. Andrew types his L for the Lakers. I think Knott's typing L for the Lakers. Kerry Sims says, what the heck? John says Lakers. Jace says the Heat. Kira says Lakers. Carrington. It's like 100% Lakers, maybe 1% Heat. Jace says H. The Lakers don't have a chance. Jace, are you on drugs? The Lakers are up by 22. Oh, Jace says they're trolling. Good stuff. Alex the GOAT types his L for the Lakers. Monique types H for the Heat. Jesse types L for the Lakers. Let me read off the stats for you real fast. Jimmy Butler, 19 points. 12 points for Jay Crowther. 7 for Bam Adebayo. 6 for Goran Dragic. 0 for Duncan Robinson. 0 for Solomon Hill. 0 for Derrick Jones Jr. 2 for Andre Iguodala. And 8 for Tyler Herro. For the Lakers, on the other hand, 22 from Anthony Davis. 13 from LeBron. 11 from Danny Green. 10 from KCP. 7 from Rondo. 7 from Caruso. 3 from Kuzma. And 3 from Markieff Morris. The only player who has not scored in this game has been Dwight Howard. But he does have 3 rebounds. The Lakers are dominant. Dominant. I'm picking the Lakers in 5. And, I mean, if they win by 20 again, like, I don't know if they're going to win by 20. Maybe it gets closer eventually. But right now, it's not at all. By the way, where's Big Play Slay? I haven't seen you in the chat in a while. If there's another 20-point game, the Lakers could honestly just sweep this thing. They're not going to. It's not going to be a sweep because the NBA Finals, that doesn't happen. But if there are multiple 20-point wins, this is just going to get ugly. By the way, somebody is obsessed with Dwight Howard in the live chat. Weird. I see people asking to subscribe to their channel. The only channel you need to be subscribed to right now is Chat Sports. All right, someone said who's injured? Nobody's injured. Jimmy Butler had a slight ankle sprain, but he came straight back, and he's fully healthy. He's not doing it. Jimmy Butler's been the only one that's done anything in this game. Everybody else has been terrible. Somebody's picking the Lakers in 4. Is this going to be a sweep? You guys think this is going to be a sweep? I'm going to say not a sweep, but pretty darn close. I think it'll be 5-1. Or 4-1, I mean. Excuse me. Francisco says H for the Heat. Big play. Says LA. Big play. There you are. Dior Gangs typing his L for the Los Angeles Lakers. So let me know. Keep on voting. Servant Yona says Lakers in 5. So, how many games do you think this series is going to go? Let me know in the live chat. I'll give you some shout outs when you give me your votes. Right now, it ain't close. Give me a prediction. How many games? I'm going to say 5 games. 5 games. Ephraim says 4. Jace says 4. No, Jay says 6. I think Not says 4. YT is saying Jim. By the way, that's what we do here. We don't cuss. We say Jim. We don't cuss. Jay says 5 or 6. Zachary says 5. Corey says sweet. Gamer says first time watching you and I love it. Hey, Gamer, I appreciate you, brother. I love interacting with you guys. Dawson says 5. Diamond says 5. T-Mass says 5. And John says 5. So mainly 5s rolling in, and I think I agree with you. I'm going to go 5 games. By the way, LeBron, first in points, wins, and steals in playoff history. That's pretty incredible. D-Goat says Jimmy sleepy. I'm not sleepy. I'm wide awake. I got a bang on tap ready to go. Jimmy Butler misses a three-pointer, rounds out, back to it, stays a 22-point game. I mean, this one's pretty much over, in all honesty. It's early in the third quarter, but LeBron just got to the rim, makes it a 24-point game. This continues to grow. Zachary says, will you do every game? I will do every game except for game 3. That is the one game I'm going to take off. Every other game I will be live for. Game 3, Harrison and Tom will be here, or Harrison or Tom, excuse me. Will be the ones broadcasting live, so don't you worry. So, again, if you guys have questions, if you want to do a little Q&A, because this game's a little bit boring, let's just say it. Somebody said Dragic is out for the game. Did Dragic get hurt? I didn't see that. I'm looking it up. Oh, yeah. Goran Dragic is missing the rest of the game with a left foot injury. So, that doesn't help. If he's out for the series, that could get ugly, man. So, again, by the way, dunk by Anthony Davis. So, before we get to your questions and we do Q&A, type dunk. This is a 26-point game, guys. 26 points. 26 points in the NBA Finals. The Lakers are going to win. This is insane. The Lakers are dominating. All right, so I see you guys are typing dunk in the chat. So if you have questions, I'm going to pull this up. Let me do something right here. Give me just a second. Sorry, I know I'm not looking at the screen. It probably looks awkward. So, let's get this up here. If you have any questions for me, also, sorry the music was kind of loud. I forgot to turn it down after halftime. But since this game is already a blowout, let's do some Q&A. We're going to do NBA. We can do, if you have NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA draft, NBA free agency, or NBA finals questions, or personal questions. I'll answer anything right now. Okay, here we go. First question coming in from Cliff says, how old are you? Let's see. Let's guess. Can everybody guess how old I am? And then I'll answer that question. Guess how old we are in the live chat. When I see the first right answer, I'll give you a shout out and I'll let you know. By the way, it's a timeout, so that's why I'm not showing the game right now. Jay says 72. Lola says 26. Hayden Kim says 23. Cliff says 28. And Hayden Kim's right, as he says 22. So he got the first right answer. All right, next question. Would you rather just eat cheese your whole life or chocolate? I feel like there's more nutrients in cheese, so I'm going to go cheese. How about that? How many points does LeBron have? LeBron currently has 15 points. Francisco says, who do you think the Warriors will draft? I think they're going to trade their pick. I do. I think they'll trade it. But if they keep it, I think they should draft Onyeka Okongwu out of USC. Gang Time says, thoughts on LaMelo taking himself out of the draft combine? I mean, I didn't expect anything less. He's going to get drafted top 5 regardless, so why risk the injury? I think he'll be just fine. Lola Brock says, can I have $1,000? No. Ryan says, who do you think will win? Well, the Lakers are definitely going to win tonight, but I also think they're going to win for the series. I think the Lakers are going to win this one 5-1. Ryan says, no, sorry. Miami made Ant says, did Jimmy really get injured? He twisted his ankle, but he came right back in the game. It wasn't a big deal. I think not says, do you think I should do my homework today or tomorrow? Always tomorrow. So, Goran Dragic is out for the rest of the game with a left foot injury. We're going to take the live chat, or the live Q&A off here. We're going to get back to the game. It's currently 80-54. 26-point game. Hayden Kim says Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or John Morant. I'm going to take Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now, but probably John Morant eventually. AD finds KCP, who pump fakes Andre Iguodala, shoots a 3, gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot 3 shots. D-Goat says, do you think Bronny James will get drafted by the Oklahoma City Thunder? Potentially. Not really sure what happened to Goran Dragic. It looked like a non-contact injury. Weird deal there. Gang Time says, do you think LaMelo will be on the Raptors? No, they're not going to get up high enough to draft him. YT Bot says, if you had a choice to choose and get the skill automatically, would you be a gamer or an athlete? Athlete. 100 times out of 100. Hayden Kim says, Wentz or Blake Bortles? I'm definitely taking Bortles. I've always been a Blake Bortles believer, but he's always proven me wrong, so I'll go Wentz. Ryan says, who's going to win rookie MVP? John Morant already won it. Just let me know. Aldwin says, LaMelo Ball to the Pelicans? Probably not going to get that pick. Jacob Huff says, what's your team? The Dallas Mavericks. If you want to follow the All Things Mavs account, go to youtube.com/allthingsmavs. We got a great growing over there. Gang Time says, who do you got for finals MVP so far? Probably Anthony Davis right now, but LeBron's definitely up there. YT-Bot says, would you commentate a live match or be in it? I'd rather be in it. Aldwin says, who's the current rookie MVP in the NBA? John Morant. David says, thoughts on Russell Wilson balling out? I'm a big Russell Wilson fan. I love what he's doing. I think he's probably not MVP right now. Definitely Patrick Mahomes, but probably second. Jorge says, Jimmy, you're doing a great job. Appreciate you, Jorge. Cairo says, can you actually let us know if you're actually watching party? Because you're not just... I'm watching the game. This is a watch party. This is what we do. By the way, Bam Adebayo with free throw line. Lakers up 83-55. Ryan says, would you rather lose your foot or your hand? Probably my foot. Lola says, what do you think about Tom Brady's move to the Bucks? I really don't care what Tom Brady's doing. I think he's overrated now. He's not overrated total, like in his whole career, but right now he's not that good. AD, by the way, makes this a 30-point game. 30-point game. Guys, this is insane. A lot of random questions coming in, so appreciate you guys asking the questions. We're going to get back to the game here. I'll do a little commentating to make sure you guys can kind of understand what's going on. LeBron almost pulled up from the logo. Doesn't. He's feeling himself now. Steps back over Bam. Free throw line shot is no good. Rebound goes to Jimmy Butler. Brings it up the left side of the floor. Slow down a little bit. He's got Danny Green on him. Finds Bam Adebayo at the free throw line, who gets into the paint. Floater. No good. Rebound goes to LeBron James. That's LeBron's 9th rebound. He's got 15 points, 9 rebounds, 15 assists. Or 15 points. Make that 8 assists as Anthony Davis dunks it home. You guys know what to do. Dunk in the chat. This game is out of control. Out of control. So, who's going to win the series? I think this should be an easy answer right now. Really easy. Who wins the series? L for Lakers, H for Heat. I'm gonna check the stats because I got it in live. I've got it right here on my phone. You guys can see. So you guys vote, and then I'll check the stats. I'm typing my L for Lakers, though. Pretty obvious right now. So, this game is nuts. By the way, somebody keeps putting popcorns. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to be munching in the microphone like that. I thought I muted myself, but whoa, look. So this part right here is green. So look at that. It's in the green screen. How about that? Should I put on a green hoodie in between the third quarter? Should I do it? Will my bosses get mad at me? Maybe. So, vote in the chat. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Should I go put on a green hoodie in between the third and fourth quarter to see if I'm just a floating head? Could be interesting. By the way, missed shot there. Rebound goes to Kendrick Nunn, who's in the game now that there is no Goran Dragic for the rest of this one. Kendrick Nunn was great in the regular season, but he has not played much in the playoffs. Sorry, it is the third quarter, in between the third and fourth quarter. So, in between the third and fourth quarter, I think I'm going to go put on a green hoodie. We're going to see what happens. My bosses might not be happy, but I think it might be fun because this is a 20-point game. This is a blowout. If it's below 20 points, I won't do it. If it's 20 points or more, I will do it. How about that? Is that fair? Let's do that. Kelly Olynyk for the first time in the game. Bam Adebayo went out with a little injury. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Looked like he was holding his wrist, but I do think he'll be okay. Let's see what else is green that blends in with the green screen. What about that one M&M? Where is it? Y'all see that one M&M? Does it work? Oh, it does work. How about that? How about them apples? Isn't this crazy? Ooh, what if I held up a green M&M? What would happen then? You guys think I'm not holding anything? It's a green M&M. Look what it's doing to my head. This is how boring this game is right now. I'm talking about green M&Ms on a green screen. Isn't that crazy? People call me a nerd in the chat. I really don't care. Really don't care because as of right now, this is a 30-point game. A 30-point game. What do you guys want me to do? Should I start playing Xbox during this game? I mean, good lord. Kendrick Nunn, by the way, scores his first points in the NBA Finals. Good for him. $61-89. This game is completely out of control, but I appreciate all you guys watching with me. So, you know what? Why not? Let's pull it up. We're trying to get up above 194,000 subscribers by the end of the night. That's the goal my bosses wanted me to be. People are saying, looks like the Heat are trying to come back. Of course they're trying. It's not working. So, I need you guys to subscribe to the channel. I need you guys to show my bosses that we can get this thing to 194,000 subscribers by the end of the night. I want to do it. I want to do it. And I want to be able to update that number and get to 194. And we're getting close. We are growing like crazy, but I need your help. So If you have subscribed, let me know in the live chat. If you haven't, just hit that link that I'm putting in the chat right now. It's super, super easy. And I would very much appreciate that. Gang Time says, you're not your boss. I'm not my boss. We have people in charge of this channel that are in charge of me. And so, I'm working for people. And when I'm working for people, I want to do the best job possible. And the only way I can do my job well is if y'all subscribe to the channel. People are asking, where's Tom Downey? Tom Downey's probably at home with his wife. People say they've been subscribed for a while. I appreciate you. So, Anthony Davis, by the way, 28 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. It's a great night for Anthony Davis. Absolutely insane. D-Goat says, give this man a raise. Appreciate you. Ryan says, I love the fact that you answer almost every question. I appreciate you guys. If you guys like what I'm doing, you guys can super chat me. If not, that's fine too. Just keep asking questions in the live chat. D-Goat says, give this man a raise. Thank you. Princey P says, you need a promotion. Thank you. I think if it's a 30-point finals game, I think you guys might be right. The Heat, at this point, just need to start chucking threes because right now, they have nothing. Kelly Olynyk is literally posting up Kyle Kuzma to get the Heat buckets right now, and it ain't working. It smells like something's cooking downstairs in my house. I'm not sure what that is, but it smells good, and I'm hungry. I've been chewing on popcorn all night. Jerry Garcia says, great job. Appreciate you. Stitch says, besides the game, how's your day been? Day's been great. Day's been great. Been, what'd I do this morning? Got up. I read a little bit. I went and got coffee with a friend of mine. I went to the gym. Got a nice little workout in. And now I'm here. Watching the game. Watching the finals. I wish it was a close game. But it's not. But I'm still having fun with you guys. Bartavis says, I'll subscribe if you answer my question. Bartavis, what's your question? I'll answer it. D-Goat says, go eat to blow out. I mean, I got popcorn. I can survive on this. I'll survive on this for a little while. Why do they have Dwight Howard mic'd up? Of all the players, why do they have Dwight Howard mic'd up? White Teapot says, Jim goes to the gym while talking about Jim when eating Jim. Good question. John Smith, what's your question? He says, answer my question. What is it? Let me know what it is. I can't answer it if you don't put the question in the chat. Jacob Huff says, I did it. What'd you do? D-Goat says, where's your mic? It's right here. Hayden Kim says, you're mic'd up. Daniel says, this is a mismatch. Big Time B-Ball says, who's your favorite chat sports guy? Probably myself, personally. Big Time B-Ball says, mine's Jimmy. Thank you, Big Time B-Ball. Someone's on the ground stretching out. I'm not sure who it is. Not AD or LeBron. I know that much. Crack says, yo, how you doing? I'm doing well. Prod by Tristan says, say my name 3 times. Prod by Tristan, Prod by Tristan, Prod by Tristan. Jerry Garcia says, hey, it's you, Jimmy. Rancy says, Browns or Cowboys this Sunday? Cowboys all the way, baby. For 2 reasons. Number 1, I'm a Cowboys fan. Number 2, I don't like Baker Mayfield. Cassidy says, can you turn like your thing to see the screen so we can watch and see? Cassidy, no, we'll get taken down off YouTube. I'm not allowed to do that. LeBron, by the way, gets to the rim, scores at ease. That's 17 points now for LeBron James. Is it 17? Yeah. Grant says, Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson? Pretty obviously, Patrick Mahomes. Bartavis says, how many rings do you think LeBron James ends up with at the end of his career? Let's see. He'll have, if he wins today, if he wins this year, what? Will that be 4 or 5? 4? Why can't I think? Yeah, 4. I think he'll end up with at least 5. I'd say at least 5. Jeff says, how many games do you think this is going to go? I said 5 at the beginning of the series, and I think I'll stick with that answer. YT says, how to change your green screen background? Do you need a special app? We have like a streaming thing that we do here on Chat Sports. D-Goat says, 100% the best Chat Sports analyst. Appreciate you. I love all my guys at Chat Sports. All of them. They're all great. They're all doing a great job. I could never do what Tom and Mitch and Harrison do NFL-wise. They're great with NFL. I'm not that good with NFL. I could probably scrape through a video, but I'd sound like an idiot. Francisco says, who's going to pick Trevor Lawrence or win the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes? Right now it looks like the Jets. If they want to get rid of Darnold, probably the Jets. Hayden Kim says, what if the Lakers beat them so bad they can't play the rest of the games? Looks like it right now. LeBron kicks it out to AD, who tries to bank in a three, misses it, tries to get the offensive rebound, doesn't, goes to Jimmy Butler. Three by Duncan Robinson, no good off the back iron. Rebound, LeBron James. Ten boards for LeBron, 7 assists, 17 points. Almost got a triple-double here. Needs 3 more assists. Not sure he's going to do it. D-Goat says, your top 3 NFL MVP candidates. Top 3. Man, that's tough. Russell Wilson and Pat Mahomes are definitely 1 and 2. Who would the third be? Would it be Aaron Donald? But defensive guys never win MVP. So probably Aaron Rodgers. Isn't he? He's playing pretty well right now, isn't he? I could be wrong. So I'll go Russ. Or number 1 is Pat Mahomes. Number 2 is Russ. I don't know who number 3 would be. Anybody who's got, y'all shout it out. Who else should be in the MVP race for the NFL? I've said Pat Mahomes. I said Russell Wilson. Who else? Josh Allen. Yeah, Josh Allen, number 3 for the Bills. He's been killing it. And then Darnold. Probably not Lamar based on that one game against the Chiefs, but we'll see. Jeffrey Adams says, do you think LeBron will stay in the league with his son to play on the same team? I hope so. I think he can do it based on the way he's playing this year. Someone said Tom Brady. No, not Tom Brady. AD goes to the free throw line, knocks down the first one. I'm going to put on my green hoodie in between the third and fourth quarter, okay? I'm going to do it. I know you guys want it, so we'll do it. I wonder if I have a green blanket. I might do it. We'll see. All right, I'm going to ask you guys questions because y'all's questions are boring me right now. Who is your favorite player of all time? I guess it could be NFL, but we'll try to stick with NBA here. Favorite player of all time. Anthony Davis, by the way, has 30 points. That's crazy. D-Goat says Dak's probably top 5. MVP? No, he's not. No, he's not. Lau says, would you get naked if Miami comes back? I'll have to talk to the girlfriend about that one. My bosses would probably say yes. But if Miami comes back, we'll figure out something fun to do. Okay, so I see LeBron, Shaq, Kobe, Magic, Kobe, LeBron, Tim Duncan, LeBron, Kobe, Duncan, Shaq, Kobe, T-Mac, Michael Jordan, Curry, LeBron James, Jordan, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, so Kelly Oubre Jr., wow. Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant. D-Goat says you're not married? No, I have a girlfriend. I'm not married. Frito-Lay says LeBron. I see Joe Ingles, LeBron. Kyle Lowry, Kareem, Curry, LeBron. Boogie Cousins. What? LeBron. I see the answer. I see Dirk. I see Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, Giannis. Twin Vlog says, I have a question for you. For your own opinion, who do you think is going to be an MVP this year? By the way, I see another Dirk in there. Who do I think is going to be MVP this year? I think you mean next year, right? Next year, I think it'll be top 3 will be Luka. Not in this order. It'll be Luka, Giannis, and LeBron. Big Time B-Ball says, is your girlfriend hot? She's a smoke show. Let me just say 11 out of 10. Miss Princess says Michael Jordan. Mike says Heater smoked. Fat Magic says Luka. Gang Time says Luka. D-Goat says Wilt Chamberlain. I see an Isak Bonga. John Smith says no. Rodriguez says Wilt Chamberlain. Francisco says favorite Halloween movie. I love Halloween Town. Jay Boaz says LeBron should have had it. Sean Bailey says Steph Curry. Okay, should I go put on my green hoodie? I'm gonna hurry back. I'm gonna do it real fast so my bosses don't get mad at me. All right, we're gonna make it quick. We're gonna make it real fast. All right. So don't tell on me. But I'm gonna come back really fast. Into the third quarter. We'll be right back. All right, are y'all ready? I just put it on. I'm off the screen for just a second. I'm gonna do this real fast. But I put it on. What I need you guys to do is spam the comment section with just type green if you want me to come on the screen with my green hoodie. Type green. Let's see how many times we can get it in there. If you guys want me on the screen with my green hoodie on, type green and I'll get on there. Just type green in the chat. All caps. Let's see them roll through. When they start really flying in, I'll pull it myself up on screen. Oh, they're flying in. You guys really want to see it. All right, here we go. Come on, let's get a few more. Let's get a few more. All right, I think that's good. Are you ready for the big reveal? I wish I could make myself full screen, but I don't know how to do that. So, full screen left. Here we are. Just a floating head. That's all I am. Oh, man. I think that's pretty fun. I think I need to do this more often. Rated out of 10. 1 out of 10. How good is this? You guys can see chat sports right through me. What else can I do here? Oh, man. 1 out of 10. Rank it. Rank it. How good of a look is this? Should I do it for the rest of the game? Probably not. I probably need to change. But I'm seeing a lot of votes come in. Someone said put the hoodie up. It doesn't have a hood. It's just... I could do this. Someone take a screenshot and put this on Twitter. I'm pretty proud of this. I like this look quite a bit. Pretty proud of it. All right. Well, that's enough of that. That was more fun than this 30-point blowout of this game that we're watching right now. Not a great game, so I'm taking it off now. All right, you guys, you know what? Let's have some fun. If you guys think of something fun for me to do, literally just something random, whatever it may be. I mean, if you guys want to shout it out, we could maybe watch TikTok together. We could scroll through Instagram. This is literally a 28-point blowout lead. So I appreciate all you guys that have stuck with me. By the way, 3-pointer there. You guys can type 3 in the chat. As the Lakers or the Heat have cut this down to 25. That's crazy. So please subscribe. Make sure you do that. Continue to subscribe. I would appreciate it. B19 is just being a jerk in the comments. I don't know why. Jerry Garcia says, you're a good egg, Jimmy. Thank you, Jerry. David says, vape out of your belly button. I don't think that's possible. YT says TikTok. I don't really know what I meant by TikTok. I do have a TikTok, though, if you want to follow me at All Things Mavs. But I don't really do a whole lot. Somebody said shotgun a beer. I don't even have a beer, and that's more Mitch Ren's style. That's not so much my style. Fat Magic said smoke. Definitely not. This is down to a 20-point game, y'all. It's down below 20 as Andre Iguodala made a 3. So if you guys want to type 3 in the comment section, we're getting some kind of action here. We're getting a little bit of action. Someone said chug a water bottle. Someone said scroll through Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I'll put that in the live chat right now. Go follow me on Instagram or Twitter, whichever one. Someone said show your girlfriend. You guys can follow me on Instagram and you can find her there. People want me to show my girlfriend. Listen, guys, you can follow me on Instagram and you can just find her there. So people keep asking me who my favorite NBA player is. I'm going to ask you guys that question and then I'll give you my answer. My favorite NBA player of all time. Go ahead and shout it out in the comments and in the live chat. By the way, my body's back. No more green hoodie here. Someone said, can we watch TikTok? Let me see if I can find a funny TikTok. Somebody said, you have a girlfriend? Why are you guys acting so surprised? That kind of hurts my feelings. All right. Favorite players of all time, LeBron James, Steph Curry, James Harden. Stitch says, went to your Instagram. Y'all look cute. Thanks, Stitch. I appreciate it. Dior says LeBron James. Damien says AD. Jay, I'm going to put you in timeout. Mr. says the whole Lakers squad. Tanner says Pippen. Ernesto says Heat and 5. Michael says, let's get this video to 100 likes. Okay, you know what? I appreciate that. If you haven't liked the video yet, can you please like the video? We're almost at 600. Let's at least hit 600, and then we'll talk about 1,000. Someone said favorite NBA YouTuber? Me. The answer says Kendrick Nunn. Ryan Chu says Chris Paul. I see LeBron James, Cristiano Ronaldo. So can we get this up to 600? 593 likes. Keep on liking it. By the way, it turns out my bosses found out that I did the green hoodie. I think they're impressed enough. They liked it. They thought it was funny. Bertavis says, do you think LeBron can extend his career if he played more of a Magic Johnson style of game? I feel like he's already playing that Magic Johnson style of game. By the way, 600 likes. Appreciate you guys. Can we get to 650? Can we do it? Possibly. All you got to do is hit that like button. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. That's all you can do. YTBot says, can we watch funny b-ball fails? You can. Somebody said, stop simping for your girlfriend. Is it simping if she's your girlfriend? And if it is, I don't care. Gang Time says he's stalking on his phone, watching the stream and chat. I don't know what you mean. John says, do you have PS4? No, I have an Xbox One. I don't have the new Xbox. I don't think I'm going to buy it, honestly. Prince says, who do you think's smarter, CP3 or Rondo? I'm going to go with Chris Paul based on the fact that he's still a top something point guard right now. By the way, the Heat have faced all kind of injuries tonight. Goran Dragic got hurt. Jimmy Butler had a quick little injury, and Bam Adebayo has also been hurt. I think Bam's going to sit out the rest of the game, but the Heat are trying to make this interesting. Someone said, how do I subscribe? Jeff, there is a very, very easy way to subscribe. You can scroll down and hit the big red button, or I'll put it in the chat right now. If you haven't subscribed already, guys, please do that. Please subscribe today. We are growing like crazy here on Chat Sports, and with the NBA draft coming up and NBA free agency, everything's going to be so much more exciting on this channel. By the way, Danny Green takes a 3 from the corner, misses it actually, but Lakers still up by 22. And if you haven't liked the video, please like the video. Get us up to 700 likes, please. Alessandro says, can you sing? Oh, I forgot to answer my favorite basketball player. Currently, it's Luka Doncic. Of all time, Dirk Nowitzki. And I think it will always be Dirk until Luka wins like multiple championships in Dallas. Prince says he's in an online class while watching the finals. Prince, I salute you. I'm sorry you're in online classes. I graduated. I don't have online classes anymore. Love Wisdom says, just found your channel. You're awesome. Appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Let's check that subscriber count. What are we at right now? 193,429. Appreciate all you guys. We've already grown like crazy. YTBot says, you lied. What did I lie about? Frito-Lay says I looked like Luka, except he cussed. You're not allowed to. Do I look like Luka? Do I look like Luka Doncic? Is it just because I'm white? Is that it? Gang Time says someone has a live class at 11. Stitch says how many quarters are left. We currently have 8.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Sorry, I realized I didn't even have the play-by-play up. YT says, do you think I'll grow if I start a gaming channel? Yeah, it'll grow. Just gotta work at it. D-Goat says, let us guess a number 1 to 100. Whoever wins gets a shout out. Okay, good. Francisco says, have you ever dunked a basketball? Not on a 10-foot rim. I can grab the rim, but I can't dunk it. I'm only 6 feet tall. I'm not that tall. Just Trey says you look like a very good quarterback. What sports do you guys think I played in high school? Let me ask you that question. You guys can just shout out whatever you guys think. I want you guys to try to figure me out. What sports? I played 3 sports in high school. If someone can guess all 3, I'll give you a shout out or something. I don't know. By the way, this is now a 19-point game. I haven't really been paying attention, but it's at least interesting. Jeffrey Adams says soccer. Okay, that's 1. Tanner says baseball. No. Ryan says football. No. Francisco says golf. No. Gang Time says basketball. Yeah, I can't believe nobody guessed that either. So soccer and basketball, that's 2. Who can guess the 3rd? I see baseball. I see track. No. Golf. No. Volleyball. No. Lacrosse. No. Someone already said basketball. Mr. C says hockey. No. Jeff says wrestling. No. I can't believe nobody's guessed it yet. Jerry Garcia says tennis. There you go, Jerry. Yes, tennis was my other sport. So tennis, basketball, and soccer. Those are my 3 sports. AD goes to the free throw line, by the way. Makes it back to a 19-point game. Jimmy Butler's checking in because the Heat are kind of making a push, but Twin Vlogs asked, who are your 3 favorite teams? 3? Mavs number 1, always. Number 2, probably the Oklahoma City Thunder. Number 3, I'd probably say probably the Bucks. Maybe. I like Giannis a lot, so like if Giannis left, I'd be fine cheering for him. I guess the Bucks. I don't know. YT-Bot says, can I guess your age? People have already guessed my age. They already know how old I am. LeBron gets to the rim and dunks it home. Everybody type dunk in the chat. Dylan says Giannis is trash. He won MVP. He's not trash. James says, who's your favorite player? It's currently Luka. All-time Dirk. Kelly Olynyk takes a deep 3-pointer. Misses it badly. Rebound goes to Anthony Davis. All right, let me get you a score update, or a box score update, excuse me. Divine says LeBron should have won MVP. That is completely false. Definitely should not have. He didn't deserve it. Not in the regular season. Anthony Davis, 32 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. LeBron James, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. 2 points for Dwight Howard and 8 rebounds in his NBA Finals start. 11 points for Danny Green, 13 points for KCP, 8 for Markieff Morris, and 8 for Caruso as well. 7 for Rondo, 3 for Kuzma. For the Heat, Bam Adebayo, 8 points. Jimmy Butler, 21 points. Jay Crowther, 12. 6 for Goran Dragic, who got hurt. 0 for Duncan Robinson. 0 for Derek Jones Jr. 4 for Kelly Olynyk. Kendrick Nunn, who's just checked in, 13 points in 13 minutes. 8 points for Tyler Herro with 7 points for Andre Iguodala. 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in this game. All right, I want to ask this very important question. Have you subscribed to the channel? because we have over 1,200 people watching right now. And I know not all of you have. So if you have subscribed, type me in the chat and I'll give you a shout out. Divine Big Dark says me. YT Bot, you didn't say it right. If you have subscribed, type me in the chat and I'll give you a shout out. Jay Boaz says me. Joshua Kane says me. Tinder Singh says me. McGlocks says me. Jay Boaz says me. Gobbly Goblin Gaming says me. The Answer, YT Bot, Francisco, and Stitch all say me. Tanner Davidson, Zach Bullet Yap. Appreciate you guys all subscribing. If you haven't already, I put it in the chat. The link is right there. All you got to do is click it and subscribe. Big Time B-Ball says me. Big Time B-Ball is one of my probably top 2 favorite watchers. D-Goat just said my full name. There's a guy who commented and says, if you subscribe, can you shout out my channel? I'm only giving shout outs to YouTube channels if you send me a super chat. If you send me a super chat, I will shout out your channel and put the link in the comments for everybody. .22 lead, by the way. Foul on Markieff Morris. They call an offensive foul. Wow. My nose is itching. Ryan Chu says, what's a super chat? You see that little $sign with the box in it? Click it. You can send me money. If you do that, I'll shout out your channel. Woo! I sneezed there. What am I drinking? I'm just sipping on water right now. I'm just thirsty. A lot of talking right now. Kendrick Nunn gets to the rim and finishes. Nunn's been really good in this game. If he'd been in the whole game, might be a little bit closer, but still 20-point lead. I see a lot of people typing bless you. Thank you. Allergies are going crazy right now. AD gets to the rim, gets blocked by Kelly Olynyk. Tyler Herro out in transition, swatted by KCP. Oh my gosh. Hey, John Gitman says, Goat Gitman sent me a super chat for $2.99. Appreciate you, John Gitman. You are the man. If you want me to shout out your channel, I can do that. D-Goat says, water. Are you sure, Jimmy? How can I show you? That's just water. See it? I don't want to pour it on there. Just water. But first super chat of the night comes from John Gitman. I appreciate you, John. If you guys want to send me super chats as well, that would be awesome. Got about 4 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. You guys, I appreciate all you guys watching with us. Lady Infamous 415 sends me one, says, appreciate you, Lady Infamous. You guys can keep on sending your super chats. That would be so awesome. We already got one from Lady Infamous and one from John Gitman. Guys, you guys rock. If somebody else wants to send me one, great. If not, I appreciate all y'all watching anyway. But I will say, as someone who's been on online now for as long as I have, and this game has been terrible for as long as it has been, the super chats kind of feel nice. I'll tell you what. 27-point game. Twin Vlog says, are you a fan of Marvel? Of course. Big fan of Marvel. Mike says, what is a super chat? It is when you send money via YouTube. See that little box down below? That's a $sign. Just click it and you can send money. Ryan says, I'm only here because of you, Jimmy. I appreciate you. Gobbly Goblin Gaming sends one for $5. I appreciate you, Godly Goblin. We now have, let's see how many super chats we have. We have 3 super chats, and we have made $11 tonight. Can we get higher than that? John Smith says, will you be on tomorrow for the NFL draft? I will not. Or for the NFL game, I will not. I'm not sure who plays tomorrow night. No, isn't it a terrible game? We will not be live for that game, sorry to say. D wants to guess my age. Godly Goblin Gaming wants a shout out. So shout out to that channel. Let me go to his channel real fast. I'm trying to go to your channel. Somebody says 22. Yep, that's how old I am. Ryan Chu says, will you be here for game 2? I absolutely will be. I absolutely will be. Don't worry. I'll be here. So far we have, what do we have? 3 super chats. I appreciate you guys. If you want to keep sending me money, go ahead and do it. If you want a live shout out, I will give you a live shout out. All you got to do is click that little box with the $sign in. And Godly Goblin Gaming, go give that man a subscription. Go subscribe right now. Godly Goblin, if you want to send the link to your channel in the comment section, I'll copy and paste that as well. So if you want to do that, do it. It'll make it happen. So if you want to send the super chat, if you want a live shout out, if you want me to shout out your channel as Goat, so go subscribe to Goat Gitman. Go subscribe to them. They sent me a super chat as well. John Smith says, will you be here for game 2? I absolutely will be. I 100% will be. We're going to be live the entire time. If you are subscribed, you should already know that. So subscribe today for the best NBA coverage on the internet. It's all free. All you got to do is subscribe. Somebody said, who's your favorite Marvel character and why? Favorite Marvel character, definitely Thor. I used to have long hair, believe it or not. See, it's kind of short now. You can kind of see it's short, but I used to have long hair. And I always wanted to look like Thor, so that was always my favorite. But not anymore. I cut the hair, chopped it off, not growing it back out. Tyler Herro gets the free throw line or to the rim, finishes 17-point game. So the box score is going to end up a lot closer than the actual game was. But yeah. D-Goat says, do you think the Cowboys will sign Earl Thomas? No, I don't think they will. Should they? Probably. Will they? No. Mr. Archer says, Vince Carter, best of all time. Jerry Garcia says, I have to go, Jimmy. Great job. Thank you. Music Lyric says, Lakers for the win, idiots. Haha. What do you mean, idiots? I think I picked the Lakers to win this game. Just letting you know. Two and a half minutes remaining. It's a 15-point game, so I mean, I guess not over. Well, Herro got to the rim, finishes and won. So it's down to a 13-point game with 2.5 minutes remaining. So Bam Adebayo had a shoulder x-ray, and those x-rays came back negative, so he's okay. Tyler Herro has 14 points in his NBA Finals debut, by the way. Spencer Montgomery says, do you think the Falcons can beat the Packers? No, the Falcons stink. They're terrible. They let everyone come back on them. They've been awful this year. Hey, this is down to a 13-point game. If the Lakers mess around and give the ball back over, this could be a little different. Jalen DeWavy says, what is your NFL team? Cowboys, baby. Dallas Cowboys fan for life. Godly Goblin Gaming says, I can send 1,000. Godly Goblin, if you can send 1,000, prove it. Solomon Hill takes a 3, misses a 3. Lakers probably going to hold on to this one. Sherry Hoover says, I just woke up from my nap and this game's still out of hand. Yeah, it sure is. Divine Dark says, do you think it's crazy how young Herro is? Has already made the finals? I mean, okay, let's take it easy there. Young players have made the finals, right? It's not like he brought them to the finals. Let's just be clear about that. John Smith says favorite NFL player. Probably Dak or Zeke, or I really like Amari Cooper too, and Blake Jarwin. I'll say Blake Jarwin actually because he's an Oklahoma State guy. Sean says, do you think Sam Cassell needs to be a college coach before being an NBA coach? No. I mean, look at the NBA coaches. Look at the NBA coaches. Like, most of them are not. They didn't come from college, right? So, no, definitely not. Jalen Two Wavy says my cousin's on the Steelers. Dang, nice. Who's your cousin? Mike says, what team is the most underrated in the NFL or NBA? Let me know. I'm going to get the... someone says, who's your favorite NBA duo? Favorite NBA duo is KP and Luka. D-Goat says, I'm behind you. No, you're not. So I'm updating the score for you for the end of the game because we're getting close to it. About a minute and a half remaining. Jalen Two Wavy says, my cousin is James Conner. No freaking way. No way. No way. That's awesome. Lakers currently up 96-113. Not even close right now. Someone said favorite quarterback? Dak Prescott. Is he the best quarterback? No. Is he my favorite? Yes. Lakers came to play tonight, man. They came to play tonight. They were not messing around. 23 points for Jimmy Butler, 5 assists as well. Goran Dragic left the game with an injury. Bam Adebayo also left the game with a shoulder injury. 2 of their top 3 players. LeBron James currently, although he is still... Is he still in? No, LeBron is not playing. J.R. Smith is checked into the game for the first time. LeBron currently 25 points. And he probably won't come back in. 25 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. So he will not get the finals triple-double, but he was pretty darn close. Anthony Davis going to finish with 34 points. He also has 9 rebounds and 5 assists. Such a great game from him tonight. I mean, he just dominated offensively. And KCP was huge as well. 13 points and 2 steals in this one. I mean, it's not over, so they can still score a little bit more, but I don't think it's going to happen. Somebody said, are you a Falcons fan? No, I'm not a Falcons fan. Someone said Tyler Herro is overrated. No, he's not. I think he's properly rated. Jalen says Steelers are better than the Cowboys. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Right now. Could change. Herro is also not underrated. I think he is properly rated. Now, as of right now, he is he's a little overhyped just because of, the timing of all this stuff, but no, I don't think he's overrated or underrated. So the game's going to finish here 98-116. Jimmy Butler finishes 23 and 5. Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo both left the game. KCP finishes with 13 points for the Los Angeles Lakers. What a game for the Lakers. They absolutely dominated there at the very end of it all. $98. 116-98. LeBron just took over. The game ended. So we're going to do a quick post-game recap for you, so make sure you stay tuned. You don't go anywhere for that. If you guys have questions, I'll answer some questions for you as well. But the final is 116-98. Final box score update for you. 34 points for Anthony Davis, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. 25 for LeBron James, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. 11 for Danny Green, 13 for KCP, 10 for Alex Caruso, 3 for Quinn Cook, 7 for Rondo, 3 for Kuzma, 8 points for Markieff Morris. The Heat, a lot of injuries. A lot of injuries tonight. Bam Adebayo left the game. Goran Dragic left the game. Jimmy Butler did not have a great game. 23 points, 5 assists, 8 of 13 from the field. Not a bad game, though. Kendrick Nunn was really good when Goran Dragic got hurt. 18 points and 20 minutes. So we're going to do a full post-game recap. If you guys have questions, get them in the live chat. We'll be right back with your NBA Finals Game 1 recap. Laker fans, and if there are any Heat fans watching, welcome in to the post-game recap of Game 1 of the 2020 NBA Finals. The Lakers win it 116-98. I'm Jimmy Crowther. We're going to have the full post-game recap for you. What happened, what went right, what went a little bit wrong, and what the Lakers are going to look to do in Game 2. Now, before I really get into this game a lot and give you my whole rapid reaction, I do want to say this. The Miami Heat did suffer 2 injuries tonight. Bam Adebayo left the game with a shoulder injury. Goran Dragic left the game with a foot injury. That being said, the Lakers took care of business regardless. Now, here was the interesting thing about this game. The Miami Heat came out swinging. I mean, they came out ready to play. They came out with all the firepower in the world. They looked like the team more excited about this game than the Lakers did. But then, you hit the Lakers in a hole. I think they were down by as many as 16. I could be a little bit off with that number. I know it was at least 13. And then LeBron James and Anthony Davis are like, we're not letting that happen. And they absolutely dominated the second half of the first quarter and the second quarter, and then everything else after that as well. It was a great comeback in the first quarter, and it was great of them to hold on to the lead, even when the Heat responded a little bit. But for the most part, they just kept their foot on the gas, and they did not let up. And I was very impressed with everything that I saw from the Los Angeles Lakers. And, I mean, if you were watching with us on Chat Sports, we had a ton of fun. We had over 1,500 people watching with us live. At one point, we had well over 2,000 as well. We're going to be live for every single game on Chat Sports, youtube.com/chatsportstv. So make sure you subscribe over there and turn on your notifications. But now I do want to break down the box score for this game. And we'll start off with probably what you came here for, and that's the Los Angeles Lakers. Anthony Davis led the way for the Lakers with 34 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocked shots. Future number 23 was a plus 23 in the box score. 11 of 21 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 10 of 10 from the free throw line. Your next leading scorer, I'll give you one guess. If you can put it in the comment section before I say it, you win a prize. Too late. 25 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 3 fouls, plus 10 in the box score for the king himself, LeBron James. He was 9 of 17 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope stepped up big time in the first half. He had in total 13 points, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds. Only 2 of 6 from 3, but those threes came at a crucial time. He also knocked down 5 free throws. 3 of 10 from the field, which is kind of crazy, but he was good tonight. Danny Green took an unexpected step in the right direction with 11 points, 3 blocked shots, 2 steals, and 4 rebounds. That's why the Lakers signed him, to be a 3-and-D threat, and a 3-and-D threat he was with those 3 blocked shots and 2 steals, and 3 of 8 from the three-point line. 10 points for the Caruso, and 4 rebounds, 2 assists off the bench. He was really, really good tonight. I loved what I saw from him. 8 points from Markieff Morris, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 7 points for Rajon Rondo in 25 minutes, as well as 4 assists and 3 rebounds. 3 points for Kyle Kuzma. Not a good night for him, but he did have 8 rebounds, which is pretty good. 3 points for Quinn Cook. He made a 3-pointer there at the final buzzer. And then Jared Dudley played 1 minute, had 0 points. J.R. Smith also played 1 minute, 0 points for him. Dwight Howard, who got the start, and he also started the second half, 2 points. Not a great scoring night, but they didn't really need it from him. 8 rebounds and 2 assists as well. 3 personal fouls. He was a -2 in the box score, which was kind of weird, but not a great night from him. Not a big deal. For the Miami Heat, 23 points for Jimmy Butler, 12 points for Jay Crowther, 18 for Kendrick Nunn, 14 for Tyler Herro. Those are the main highlights there. But for the Miami Heat, the main storyline we will be tracking as on the Lakers Report and on Chat Sports as well is what happens with Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo. Are they going to play in Game 2? Because Bam Adebayo left with a shoulder injury, although x-rays were negative. Goran Dragic left early with a foot injury, and we have not gotten word on x-rays at the time that we are filming this, which is at about 10:45 p.m. Central Time after the game. No word on Goran Dragic's foot. Hopefully they're okay, because we want as competitive as a series as possible, but with the way, this is trending, and with the way things are looking, the Lakers are going to take care of business regardless. Like, genuinely, I really do think the Lakers are going to win this in 5 games. And if Dragic and Adebayo miss any time, I mean, if Bam misses the next game and Dragic misses the entire series, I mean, it could be a sweep, guys. It could be a sweep. Now, I don't think it's going to happen. I do think Dragic and Bam Adebayo will be back. At least Adebayo, maybe Dragic. And if they're back, this will probably still go 5 or 6. But the Lakers took care of business. So what I want you to do right now, whether you're a Lakers fan or a Heat fan, I want you to give me your one-word reaction in the comment section of this video. Scroll on down and give me one word to describe this game. From a Lakers perspective, so I'll do a Lakers perspective one-word reaction, a Heat fan perspective one-word reaction, and then the neutral NBA fan. One-word reaction for the Lakers fan, dominant. And I've said that before, and I'll say it again, dominant. And impressed. I think both those words are very much allowed there. I think being able to do what they did was really impressive for a game 1 to set the tone. Setting the tone was so important, and they did just that. From the Heat fan perspective, I'd say worried. I think if I were a Heat fan, I would be worried. Not disappointed, because when you go down with those injuries, you know, it's hard to expect much more. But worried is a good word because you're worried about the injuries. You're worried about what comes next for the Heat. As a neutral NBA fan, which is what I am, I'm just a watcher, I'm just a commentator, I'm just a guy watching the games. As the neutral guy, I would say disappointed. And the only reason I'd say disappointed is because I want this to be competitive. I want to see a competitive series. I want to see the Heat push the Lakers. But they're just not going to. They don't have any answer for Anthony Davis. Bam Adebayo can't defend Anthony Davis, even though he's a great defender. He can't do it. Jimmy Butler's a great defender, but he's too weak. He's too small for LeBron James. Jay Crowther on AD was interesting early on, and it looked like they might have had an answer, but it didn't take long for Anthony Davis to figure stuff out and say, I'm going to be the first team all-player that I am, all-NBA player that I am, and I'm going to dominate. And that's what he did. And I think that's what he will continue to do throughout this series. If KCP and Danny Green do what they did tonight every night, which is just score in double digits and play decent defense, this Lakers team is going to be one of the most impressive finals teams I've ever seen. This bubble has been so weird for Danny Green. It's been terrible. He's been awful. But seeing him flourish in Game 1 the way he did is super important, and I think it will continue to trend in the right direction as this series goes on. So if you haven't already, make sure you have subscribed to the Lakers Report, where we'll be doing all things Lakers all the time on Chat Sports. And if you haven't subscribed to our main channel as well, youtube.com/chatsportstv, go over there and subscribe and watch all the live games with me during the NBA Finals. A ton of fun for Game 1. We'll be doing it for Game 2 as well. Laker fans, I appreciate you watching. Heat fans, I know you're hurting, but still got a few more games to go. At least 3 more. I would say probably 5 more before this thing gets wrapped up. Appreciate all you guys watching, and I'll see you next time. Now, what I did for my live fans, as you guys are still watching, I just recorded a video there for the Lakers. I just wanted to say thank y'all so much for watching. Had a ton of fun. I know it was a blowout of a game, but man, it was fun watching with you guys. And we're going to do this for the rest of the games as well. So appreciate you watching. Gonna go ahead and put the live full screen graphic up there for you. And you guys can look at this the rest of the night. Good night. Sweet dreams. And I'll see you on, what's today? I'll see you on, what, Friday night? I'll see you Friday night.